Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the most complicated card game on the market, and climbing its competitive ladder on Master Duel is not an easy task, even when you play the best deck. So imagine if you don't play the best deck. Imagine playing something goofy instead, like, say, the Power Ranger archetype. How far could you get? How tough would it be? Could you summon the Ultra Mega Super Omnizord? I'm Hardleg Joe, if any you didn't know, and that's exactly what I aim to find out. You see, each month my patrons pick a different deck, and I spend 3 months trying to push it up the Master Duel ladder. This month they've chosen Super Quant, an archetype of colorful heroes with matching mechs that combine to create an unstoppable boss monster. Once this titanic Ixie hits the field, victory becomes inevitable. But summoning this in a modern game full of hand traps is easier said than done. Will these powered rangers be able to go to the top of the ladder? Or will this series get cancelled before the finale? You'll have to watch to find out, so grab a snack and lean back, because it's ladder climb time. And welcome back to Ladder Climb! As the intro probably said, we are playing Super Quant, and it's Jankmas! It's that time of the year once again, where we get to play the jankiest decks, the ones that normally don't get to see play, because they're just not competitive enough. And in order to make sure that this isn't an absolute slog, that we actually have a chance, we are starting all the way down in Bronze 5, truly getting the ladder climb experience, climbing from the very bottom to see how far we can get in the modern meta. That being said, Bronze is definitely the most casual rank. It is filled mostly with people who are brand new to Yu-Gi-Oh!, people who barely play Yu-Gi-Oh!, and literal children, people who have no idea what they're doing. And it wouldn't be really in the spirit of the season if we came down here with a fully optimized deck, full of the best hand traps, and just completely stomped them. So as a result, we're starting out with this build. Behold, pure Super Quantums, budget Super Quantums, you might say. We are playing 3 of every main deck monster, we are playing nothing in the extra deck that isn't a Super Quantum card, and the only generic tech cards we have are things that you can get out of the bundles and things you can get out of the solo mode. These are all cards that new players should have easy access to. You know, we've got like 1 Ash, 1 Nibiru, Raigeki, Monster Reborn. We are going in there as easy as we possibly can so that hopefully the players in Bronze will actually stand a chance of fighting against us, or if nothing else, they'll get a unique duel. You know, we're not just going to come in here and Zeus them over and over again. They're going to fight against actual Super Quantums. As for how to actually play Super Quantums, it's Power Rangers. You're familiar with Power Rangers, right? There's been like a million series over the past 20 years. You got your standard Rangers in their suits. They fight decently. They've got some alright stats, but you know, they aren't beating anything other than the putties. And then their real power comes when they jump into the Megazords, these big Ixie monsters that have quick effects if they have the proper colored Ranger inside of them. They also can't attack if they don't have any material, which represents the fact that, like, if they don't have a pilot, they just kind of, like, go dormant and can't do anything. And, you know, these are pretty strong. You can make a couple of these and play a control strategy. But if you want the real boss monster, you need the Ultra Mega Megazord. Super Quantal Mech King Great Magnus. This thing is the epitome of a boss monster. It's something so strong that a lot of decks just cannot beat it. They do not have an out to Great Magnus. And we're going to be trying to build this as often as possible. Now, that being said, I only pulled 1, and I don't have any UR points, so if they do manage to out it, we're in a little bit of trouble. It's kind of hard to make it, but I mean, I guess that fits with everything, you know? It fits thematically, and it fits with what we're trying to do Jankmas-wise of not completely stomping our Bronze opponents. You know, if they have a way to beat this, they probably win, but we'll see how it goes. As for how to actually summon these and use all these, I'm not going to go into great detail because you're going to have plenty of chances to see it as we climb up the ladder. The only real mechanic worth mentioning is the field spell. The field spell says discard one card, target a super quantum you control, special summon from your extra deck a super quantum Ixie with the same attribute by using that monster as material. So they're kind of like Zodiacs in that you can have one card Ixies, but you have to have the field spell and you have to discard a card, which is why they're jank material. They're not great, you're giving up a lot of cards in order to make them. More importantly, you can send this from the field zone to the graveyard, target 3 super quantum mechs with different names that are on your field or in your graveyard, and special summon Great Magnus by attaching all of those monsters and their material to that monster. So that's our game plan. Get out a bunch of Rangers, use this in order to make them into their Megazords, and then send this to the graveyard to combine all the Megazords into Great Magnus. If we get stopped along the way, we should at least maybe have some of these. And then everything in the deck is just about facilitating this. All these monsters, like summon monsters, or add you cards, or get things. The one thing to keep in mind that makes this a little confusing, but you should understand by the end of this because there's only like 5 Rangers anyway, is that every Ranger has 2 effects. One when it's sent to the graveyard, and one when it's summoned, and those are both hard once per turns. Ideally, between all of these different effects, we're going to be able to activate all of these, like, in one turn. Because Alphen says, tribute this, pick 3 Rangers, send 2 to the graveyard, and 1 gets summoned. Which one gets summoned? It's completely random. Which is why it's very hard to explain the combos for this deck, because a lot of your roads lead through Alphen, and which combo you do depends on which card randomly that Alphen says you get to summon. And then we've also got Dark Alphen, which just lets you Foolish Burial 1 as cost to summon a different one from the deck. So you've got a lot of ways to trigger these, a lot of different cards that you're going to be getting on the field, but all roads inevitably lead to Magnus. And then we got a bunch of tech cards. So, should be exciting. I think I've yapped here enough. Let's go ahead and jump onto the ladder in bronze and see if we can get it done. First match of the day, and it's a rank up. And we're going first, which is what we want to do. We really have no options going second. We have like 5 hand traps total. We've got a Raigeki and a Lightning Storm. And other than that, if we go second, we're just kind of doomed. And this is an alright hand. I mean, this does like everything, assuming it resolves. If it doesn't resolve, we're kind of screwed, but I guess we'll see. So we'll use this. We get to tribute it, Foolish Burial 1, and then summon another one. And I think the one we Foolish Burial is the white. No, we're going to get the white anyway. We'll get the Green Ranger, send the green to the graveyard, and summon blue. Almost always want to summon blue because blue searches on summon. Any Super Quant card. Green is discard a card, draw a card. Or discard a quantum, draw a card. So that'll trigger White Rangers go to the graveyard effect. And we'll get another card. We got this, so we don't need to search it later in the game. And we're going to get Sudden Incursion. And then the White Ranger, when it goes to the graveyard, it lets us get Alphen. Unfortunately, we can't summon it at the moment, but we can discard it from the hand for this. It's just extra material for that. Incursion has several effects. The important one is, if you control a Super Quant, summon one with a different original attribute from the ones you control. So we can do this, and we can get Alphen. Hello, Alphen. Activate Alphen. Tribute. Reveal 3. We're going to go Black Ranger, Red Ranger, White Ranger. One will get summoned, the other 2 go to the graveyard. Our opponent gets to pick, for reasons. Because why not? Oh, is this a bot? Is this a bot that'll time out from having to choose something? Well, that's very anticlimactic. Yeah, we have a, well, you know, they're trying to choose. We got a counter up at the top. We got a Magnus counter and a Mag-Nope counter. Oh, we actually resolved it. Okay, so we summon the black layer, send those 2 to the graveyard. Red Ranger, when it goes to the graveyard, you can target a card in the graveyard and summon it, but it can't activate its effects. So we're going to get out the white layer. And then this, when it's summoned, you can immediately Ixie. and then grab a ranger from the graveyard and attach it. So we've got a green ranger in the graveyard. Let's go ahead and make the green one. And then we'll attach the green ranger. This is interesting. I do like thematically, the dark black ranger is basically like mind controlling the other ones. It steals their Zord and then forces them to pilot it. And from this perspective, we've now got enough to make everything. So we can use this, discard a card. Let's go ahead and get rid of Effect Veiler. We'll summon blue on top of blue. I think I want to save the Alphen for next turn. Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter because once white goes to the graveyard, we'll get another one. So we'll discard the Alphen. We'll get the white Megazord. And then we send them all to the graveyard. Or I'm sorry, send this to the graveyard. You, and you, and you, come forth, Magnus Magnus, king of the computer. And everything gets attached to him. And then we'll set Solemn Judgment. Now we've got the power of God and anime on our side. But yeah, this guy gains different effects based on the number of materials attached. 2 or more, as a quick effect, you can spin a card back to the deck. So it's almost always got that effect. 4 or more, it is unaffected by everything but a Super Quant. So it's a Towers. That's why people can't get over it. It's unaffected except by other Super Quantums. 6 or more, your opponent cannot add cards from the deck to the hand, except with card effects. They can still draw during their draw phase, but that's about it. So, yeah, there you go. You know, we've got a thing that stops them from searching and does 1,000,000 points of damage. And then we can just finish things off here with another sudden incursion. In addition to getting any monster, this can also set the Super Quant traps from the deck, and you can activate them this turn. So we can get the Super Quantum Mech Sword Magna Slayer. Activate. Equipped to a Super Quant. It gains 100 attack times its rank. So in this case, 12. But more importantly, like any good Super Sentai or 80s anime, you can send this to the graveyard and now it can make 3 attacks. It's one of those dramatic like, Hya! 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 Like the same attack from 3 perspectives. Which lets you easily do a crap ton of damage. So there you go. That's what the deck does if it's uninteracted with, and we got uninteracted with. Hopefully future ones will do a little bit better. Oh yeah, and before I forget, the 2 counters I was talking about earlier. Magnus is every time we summon Magnus, we're going to add one to that to try to compare how close our win rate is to our Magnus rate. You know, does every time we get Magnus out mean that we win? And then Magnope is if we make Magnus and they find a way to get rid of it, whether it's through kaijus or just summoning a monster with more than 3,600 attack, or like Underworld Goddess. Mitsurugis have their own built-in thing that tributes it. There's a couple stuff that can get rid of it. They could also summon their own Super Quantum and use that to destroy it, you know, if they have a Magna Liger or if we're in the mirror match. So we're going to keep track of how often we summon it and how often it's destroyed. For now, though, let's jump into the second duel. Oh yeah, and that was our rank up. We ranked up. Bronze 4, welcome. Okay, duel number 2. We're also going first. We're also going to rank up. Will we just immediately get 5 wins in bronze and go into silver? Yeah, I think it happened with every other Jankmas account we've played. Although, in this case, we've bricked. We can literally do nothing. No, actually, we do have a potential option. Black Layer is actually a hand trap. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you can discard 1 other card and special summon this. So we can summon this, and then when it's summoned, we can summon any of these. But they aren't quick effects if they don't have the proper ranger equipped. So it's just going to be like blocking stuff. We can at least set a trap to make it seem like we might have something. And yeah, if you're curious, if you're wondering, like, what's the difference between an optimized list and the one we're playing? An optimized list does not play this trap. I think it plays, like, one of this spell. They usually only play, like, 2 Black Layer, maybe 3. And then we've got the ship, which they usually only play at 1. We're going up against zombies. You need another Super Quant? I don't think I do. Okay, we got Zombie World. So everything is zombies. Alright. Unfortunately, for a zombie deck, they didn't put anything in the graveyard that we could Monster Reborn. And they've got... Set 5 pass. Kicking some ass. All the zombie traps. I mean, this will go really hard if we can get the Super Quantum Alpha Strike. Ah! And this is why you only play one of these. Oh. Oh, we might be dead. I assume these were just gonna be like Torrential Tribute or whatever. Glow Up Bloom. Fuck. With Zombie World, they get Baller Drock. This is a zombie card, chat. Baller Drock can negate it just by itself. 7 cities. Okay, they fusion summoning. The Mad Golden Lord. I guess I'll just activate it now then. They're conquistadoring to blow it up. Okay, they're at 66, so they don't have enough to kill us yet. Yeah, we have to try to activate this and hope they don't stop it. Hopefully they'll banish a card. Damn. You can only use each effect once per turn. Well, I'm just dead then! I bricked and I'm dead! Unfortunately, many such cases. You've already got... It's fine. It's fine. We'll just skip ahead to the next duel. Why? Why would you pass? Unfortunately, that doesn't get me out of this. Let's try this. Wow, we are just getting really unfortunate. We're playing every Super Quantum at 3, and the last 3 duels, we've opened 1. 1 Super Quant. Going up against Red Dragon Archfiend. They've got the new structure deck. They're ready to be structured. Setting a card in the main phase 1 for some reason. Red Rising Dragon. Gotcha. Target a Resonator, bring it back. And then we just wait for them to make a, like an actual, like, big monster. And then we Solemn Judgment that so it can't be brought back. Behold, Red Supernova Dragon! But God said nay. Get out of here. I would prefer if you did not. They already had it! Fuck, I'm dead! 3,000. Okay, I might have a chance. Hold up, we ain't dead yet. Of course, this Raigeki does nothing, because this stops stuff from being destroyed while they control Red Dragon Archfiend. There's another Super Quantum Black! Just what I always wanted! It baits it out? Sure. When it activates a card or effect while you have a red dragon, you can target a card on the field and destroy it. Okay. They're just getting it so it's active. Yeah, and then they can banish the Resonator instead. Then we normal summon Green Layer, activate. This lets us summon one from our hand. Yeah, and they will just pop it. Fortunately, that does literally nothing to us because we were going to absorb that anyway. We summon the Black Layer. Yeah, we're going to do this. And we can use the Green Layer Graveyard effect. Discard a card and draw something. It has to be better than that. The field. And then we can attach the Green Layer to it. Yoink. And then we'll keep the Green Layer. This is Book of Moon. So we can activate the effect. We can send off the Black Layer. Flip this face down. And then Black Layer went to the graveyard, so we get a spell. Sudden Incursion! Oh, you about to incur some shit, buddy. Let's, special summon a Super Quantum from the deck. Of course, we're going for Blue Layer. Blue! And then Blue will summon Zaytan, or should I, yeah, Zaytan. Zaytan's the Dark Fairy. And then because we have a Super Quantum, we can special summon this. Change the level? No, we're just going to use the effect. We're going to tribute that off. We're going to get... Yeah, white layer and summon Alphen. This will get us another Alphen from the deck, so we have something to discard for the Magna Carrier. Then we're going to tribute this and summon a bunch of stuff. Let's go red, blue. I think we still just send white, because if we summon it, we can do something with it, maybe. Choose one at random. Oh, okay. White layer. So we do this, summon. We're going to get the black layer back. And then this sends a level 3. And then this just shuffles some things back, including itself, because we're going to have all 3. All the chain links in Chain Link City. Linking it up like you wouldn't believe. Send to the graveyard, blue. And then this gets summoned out. And I realize I just kind of messed stuff up a little bit. But it's fine, chat. We're still powerful. We can still do things. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of their thing that lets them search. And we can put the quantum. Yeah, because the thing is there's no black Megazord. So summoning this back, we needed to summon back something else. Blow that up. 24. 18. We can't make the Great Magnus. But that's fine. That's fine. We got a Book of Moon, and we got a Spell Trap pop. What more could we want? Attach a Ranger. Again, I want a 2400. He's the strongest one we've got. Book of Moon and MST. Nothing beats that. Yeah, I think we just flip this face down now. Nighty-night. Yeah, what can they do if we book the tuner? Nothing, that's what. Because they have to control a tuner to summon that. Also, we can use this, discard the field spell, draw a card. Okay, that's just as bad. And banish this, add a tuner. Shit. But the tuner requires them to control no monsters, and they've already normal summoned. Send one other card from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon this card. Okay. They're just walling up. Okay. Let's go. Alphen. Tribute. Reveal 3. Red, white, and blue. We're going American in this. Red layer. Let's go 1. Let's go 2. Grab back the blue. And then blue will just shuffle a couple things. You know, another copy of itself. Maybe like a red layer and a white layer. Sure. We're just showing them how American we are. Red, white, and blue all over the place. Add back the field spell. We don't have to add back the field spell. Because we've got an Alphen and the Alphen Strike in the graveyard. Which means we can use this. Banish this and an Alphen from the graveyard. Activate a field spell from the deck. Summon the red layer. And then it's time! Actually, let's go ahead. Detach this. We'll pop you. Red layer will summon back white layer. And now it's time! Magnus, Magnus, king of the computer! Come forth! And people will be like, but it's not unaffected by everything. It doesn't have to be. When you've got attacks like this, baby, we'll get rid of this. Go black layer, go white layer. We managed to escape! We escaped the fate with 1,000 life points. And yeah, I'm already like, whew. Maybe we need to take out one of the Magna Carriers. Maybe we're a little too pure, if you know what I mean. We did it. Also, thank you, Artemis Luck and Crimson Brit, for both subscribing. Critter, you wanna give them thanks? You wanna say thanks to them? Aw, how very nice. Alright, so despite still being in low bronze, we have to make a change to the deck. It's just slightly too bricky. Specifically the Magna Carrier. We're drawing multiples of these, or we're drawing one of these and then like a high-level Super Quantum, which is a real brick. Despite the fact that we have so many low levels, we're playing like 18 normal summons, And these aren't even bricks if you open with another Super Quantum. But of our 4 duels, 2 of them have been like Black Layer, 2 Magna Carrier. We were playing 41 cards anyway, so bumping this down to 2 shouldn't make that much of a difference. So I'm just calling this version 1.1. Let's jump back in. All right, we are winning a lot of coin tosses tonight. Let's see if lowering the amount of Magna Carriers has made a significant difference in how our deck bricks. I mean, we could have opened this any previous time, but yeah, getting this is pretty nice. Okay, so we're going to lead with Green Layer. Green, summon 1 out of the hand. Let's summon white. We're going to white, send white, I think. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's not white. This one. Unfortunately, we opened with the Alphen Strike, which we kind of want to send to the graveyard. Let's summon Zaytan. Activate the effect. Send red layer, summon blue layer. Go Chainlink 1, search, Chainlink 2, summon from the graveyard. We'll get a second level 7, so we can make a big dinosaur. I think at this point we just want to grab the mecha ship. Because we can do it. We can do it from here, I believe in us. Let's discard a card. We're going to make Boros. Caw! We're going to discard a card. We're going to make Grampulse. And then we're going to overlay our 2 level 7s. And we could have an Effect Negate, a Book of Moon, and an MST. Or we could have one really big guy. Who doesn't like to see one really big guy, chat? Behold! Oh, I'm still counting that. That gets added to the Magnus effect. But yeah, that's what I was expecting. I think we'll see a lot more of that in Silver and Gold, like us summon Magnus or get close to summoning Magnus and people being like, I have no out to that. I guess I just leave. I guess I'll just get out of here then. There's nothing I could do. Check deck. Okay, let's check and see what they actually had. Thunder Dragons with Horus and Dragoon. They had a whole bunch of stuff, but yeah, none of the... Wait, no, they had Underworld Goddess. They had an out. They must have had a really bad hand or something. Ha! Jeez, both of the traps? We got all 3 of our one-ofs. I mean, they're on a 60-card deck with an 8-card extra deck. What could they possibly summon? Blue Rose Dragon. With... Oh, the duality of Master Duel. I was... Oh, fuck, we might be dead. I was sitting here, the previous duel, we went up against someone playing all the Diabell Star stuff with Psychic End Punisher, and now it's like, Blue Dragon equipped with United We Stand and Dragon's Treasure. He's so big. Unfortunately, I don't think the Triple Tactics Talents is gonna do anything here, chat. Huh? Okay, that does it. That should help. Unless they have exactly Solemn Judgment, which they might. So we could special summon this from our hand if we control no monsters. Its effect only recovers from the graveyard, which is bad to put on a monster that summons from the hand. Ring of Destruction! Okay, we're going to chain the Sudden Incursion. In this case, we're going to get Zaytan. 2,000. Zaytan effect. We're going to send green, and we're going to summon Alphen. So green layer, let's go ahead and discard this to draw a card. Okay, let's go ahead and Alphen. 3 cards. Black, white, blue. Okay, we got white layer. We're gonna go ahead and do one of these, and one of these. So let's put back the trap and this and this. It would be nice if that drew a card, but it does not. Then we'll search. I guess we get this because we already opened with this yet again. White layer, we're going to send red layer. Red layer gets us back blue. Yeah. And I messed up somewhere. I think I thought that red layer, if it was sent to the graveyard, would grab one back, but it's when it's summoned. I got the two effects mixed up. It's fine, though. We can discard this. We can summon the Mecha Quantum Blue ship. And we'll get rid of the United We Stand. Somehow, I have a feeling the Effect Veiler won't be very useful, but this is even less useful. And then we'll get the Liger. Yeah, and then we can just activate another Magna Carrier. Let's go 2600. You could summon a Black Rose or a plant monster. They don't have one. Liger Dancer? No, different Liger. So all we have is Effect Veiler and like a tiny attack boost. We can give this 300 or this 500. But they've got 3 cards. What could they possibly do? Uh-oh. Black Metal Dragon. If they have a Link 1, they can get to Red Eyes MD. Axe of Despair? That makes it 1600. That's almost enough to get over the Gram Pulse. But it's not. Well, there we go. And I just got an achievement. Necromancer, summon 50 times out of the extra deck. Okay. Well, there you go. Oh, geez. I didn't know there would be celebrities on here, chat. We're not just going against any old opponent. We're not just going against some random dude. No, we're going against the dude. The one and only. He was the first one, chat. Okay, we're gonna do white layer, discard black layer. What do we got? Maxi. We got a Maxi coming down. Oh! Wee wee Maxi alert. Maxi alert. Let's summon this. Yeah, let's just search another Alphen for next turn. And I guess just get another sudden incursion. Never mind. Ash Blossom. Okay, so we're back down to where we started. Yeah, let's just send another white layer. White layer, grab me Alphan. And then I think we're just going to take a peek, chat. We're just going to take a little peek and see what our opponent's cooking. What you got cooking up there, dude? Ojama Yellow, Shield and Sword, Upstart Goblin, Fusion Recycling Plant. Okay, we'll put this back, because that can get them to some stuff. They're playing like a 50-card deck. You know, at this point, I kind of just want to give them another card so I can see what they do. But at the same time, what are they going to do against us? We'll just wait. Nothing. Let's go ahead and do this then. We'll summon a Super Quant from the deck. Let's go ahead for blue. And they surrendered. A pity. I guess I should have played into it. I really wanted to see what they had. I guess we could just take a peek at their deck. Oh, and that was the rank up into... Usually I do something for the rank up, but honestly, I don't really count the bronze as being, like, serious duels. And you can see what... It's weird that I lost as many as I did, but most of it was to bricking or other people smurfing down in bronze. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, they were just Ojama Zone Lock Turbo. They wanted to summon Ojama King and Ground Collapse and maybe Prohibition or thing or two. They had Chicken Game, but they're also playing the Naturias. So I assume they want to Ground Collapse and then, I don't know, summon a Naturia Beast. Yeah, that's the only one here. I don't know how they get out Flare Metal Dragon or Dragoon. Very strange, very unusual. Welcome to Bronze. Ha! I see. I guess we go Alphen. Alphen effect. I think we do black, red, and blue, right? Okay, so we get red. We send black and blue. Chainlink 1 black layer. Chainlink 2 red layer. Add back the blue. Chainlink 3 blue layer. Shuffle back the black. Wait, I've already normal summoned. What am I thinking? Inperm. Okay, it's fine. I'm just glad they didn't use Inperm on Alphen or I'd be in a lot worse shape. Let's get the sudden incursion. Yeah, it's one of the unfortunate things. It's like, I'm not really getting better at this game or better at this deck specifically because I'm not having to learn like the combos because I can mess up a whole bunch and still stumble my way to Great Magnus. Yeah, let's send green, summon blue. Search, We need to discard this. Hey, that's pretty good. Let's grab... not yellow. Why did I say yellow? This is clearly not yellow. Okay, let's do the funny thing, chat. We're gonna do Sudden Incursion. This allows us to set any trap. And you've seen the big sword one, but we've also got Union. Union says your opponent cannot target Super Quants during your main phase 1. So let's just in case they've got anything else, you know, we'll stop them from doing that. Then we're going to summon White Layer by discarding Red Layer. Let's use the Red Layer in the graveyard. Summon back Blue? Yeah. And then we activate this. Banish 2. Summon Blue. And yeah, we're literally putting all our eggs into one basket here. Hand traps, no. Make this. Discard the bell. Summon Magna Liger. Discard the other Red Layer. In before a kaiju. I mean, that we have a counter for that. And then compile everything. Summon the Ultra Mega Megazord. Gobble gobble. Your move. 5-card hand into 1 Magnus. And I guess the card in the graveyard, which does nothing at this point. It only stops us from being targeted during our turn. Okay, Trick Stars. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can look at all cards your opponent hand and all set cards they control. Blue. Special summon this back. Alright. It's Marincess. Anemone. Great Bubble Reef. Oh, we got our giant kaiju battle. We've got our robot and they have the Bubble Reef. They're gonna make some trouble in that bubble, chat. They're gonna be like Biodome with Pauly Shore. It is the end of the main phase. Okay. End phase. Wait, oh, I can only do this in the main phase. Damn it. Okay. Let us detach White Layer. I like to think that we're just launching White Layer out of a cannon. And then that gets us an Alphen. Now they can search thou. No, we have 6. Mind Crush, no! You son of a bitch! Well, fine then. I see how it is. Another turn of this then. I saw it get. I just didn't think they would be playing 3 of it and we would get it. Okay, consider our mind crushed. We have been thoroughly crushed, chat. They are now under the waterlock. Blue Slug. Inflict 200 damage. I don't want to take damage. The thing is, if I send another card to the graveyard, then their searching is on. So I don't really want to detach until my next turn. Anemone. Their search is on. Is it? I have 6 materials. Oh, I need different names. Ah, I see. They seem to not realize. They're not even trying. Called by the grave. Are you gonna take out my Alphen? Red Layer. How rude! Okay, Marble Rock. Draw a card. That's a pretty good one. Let's go ahead. Detach Blue. Back into the deck with ye. Let's shuffle back this, the other red, and one of these. We can hit him with the sword. I guess we can. It's sword time! Behold! The Magna Slayer! 4,800. I don't even need the triple attack. Big punch. We got him. Alright, this is a pretty good one. Let's normal summon green. Activate green, we'll summon the White Layer. Never mind. Never mind. Actually, yeah, we'll still summon the White Layer. White Layer effect. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, we could give them 2 more cards to get a Book of Moon. I think we just set Sudden Incursion and hope. Well, no, we can use Sudden Incursion to get Black Layer on their turn. and then make either the Effect Negate or the Book of Moon. I'm pretty sure. Let me look at my deck real quick. Black Layer says, summon one, attach one. Oh, it has to be from the graveyard. Oh, there's SETI. The King's Sarcophagus. A real deck? Not necessarily. Some people just, like, especially in Silver, they just play the King's Sarcophagus thing. Because if you can Ash Blossom and Imperm and then King's Sarcophagus, summon 4 dudes, you just win.
But Doctor, I'm SETI.
I saw a Runick tip discarded. Oh shit. They got something else going on. Okay, they're just going to battle phase. Going for the green. Okay, so then the green effect is activated. Let's discard red, draw a card. Red effect is activated. Bring back green. That goes to the graveyard. That will get us the Alphen. And then we have to activate this now. Ooh, do we just use the first effect? No, this is even better. Let's summon a Super Quant. Never mind, they just ashed it. That's fine though, these two are a pretty good combination. Yeah, if we could have gotten Black Layer. Black Layer, summon the monster that has 2700 attack, attach the White Layer to it, and then if they make a rank 8, we can negate it. But then also, if it's detached or whatever, we can just get back stuff. We can just get more spell traps. Hello, Nibiru. Haven't seen you in a while. Okay, so we're gonna normal summon Alphen. You've used both your No, they've only used one Maxi. Don't tell me they got another Maxi. Summon a Horus from your hand or graveyard. Okay, so they can just get the one. Okay. Yeah, and these are just like a nightmare to get rid of. But if we can get our way to Magnus, then they just can't do anything, I'm pretty sure. We've already got or we're gonna get one. Okay, so this is where we send Alphen Strike to the graveyard, and we summon Blue. Blue will get us the Sudden Incursion. Then we activate Alphen. We get whatever we want. Black, white, red. Okay, we get the White Ranger. We're going to use this. We'll get back... Yeah, I think we get back the Black Ranger. Then we use this to get another Incursion. And we use this to send Blue, become Blue, or do we just not want to send anything? Yeah, I think we don't want to send anything, actually. Yeah, we get another one of these. Summon the Black Ranger. Then we... already normal summoned. Yeah. Special summon, we're going to get Red Ranger. Red will add us back something that we can discard. Yeah, we haven't used this graveyard effect yet. Okay, so now we can use Alphen Strike. Actually, that would have been a great way to clear this board now that I think about it. Fuck. I was too busy trying to be good that I forgot that, like, oh yeah, there's a way to get over this. Okay, so we discard White Layer. This gets us back Alphen. We discard Alphen. And then we get our 2 level 7s, and we make Lustrex? Lustrex. How lusty. Now, time for the Super Mega Megazord. Come forth, great King Magnus. Yeah, hold up. Set a Super Quant trap from the deck. Behold, the Magna Saber. 4,800. So let's get rid of Happy. That means nothing to me! What is a god to a non-believer? I didn't think this could activate during the damage step. Okay. Well, we're attacking it again. 36. Okay, now that we've got it down to those two, we can activate this effect. We used everyone. No, we haven't used blue. Completely original stuff all the way there. Okay, they picked that and not Happy. Just get rid of that. And we'll shuffle back you, you, and you. You could send one card on the field to the graveyard. You can make Horus non-targetable. Go right ahead, buddy. Send me to the graveyard. See if I give 2 hex. 0 hex given. Yeah, and I'm just gonna make sure that they can't summon anything back. Even if it gets rid of one of these, it's better to do this than to not. Yeah. That way, because the big thing is if you get rid of Happy, or if you get rid of something while they have Happy on the field, then they just continually get back resources from the graveyard. They can add back Maxi, they can add back Ash, and it'll be really difficult for me to get out of that situation. Runick tip. Tip to summon, but doesn't Hugin need to discard? Yeah. So I guess they can use all 4 of these plus yeah. They can use all 4 of these plus Magnus to make Underworld Goddess if they have it. Oh yeah, the Magnus counter goes up to 5. And the Magnope counter goes up by 1. Remember to chain block? Oh, I will, buddy. So, chain link 1, Magnus. Chain link 2, Red Layer. Yeah. A lot of people forget, Magnus has a floating effect. When it leaves the field by an opponent's card, you get to summon as many Super Quantum Ixies from the graveyard as you want. So I could have gotten back all 3 layers, plus red summons a layer, plus yellow gets me Alphin, and I already had these in the hand, and they have no battle phase. Remember to chain block, hold my beer, yeah. So even if you get rid of Magnus, I still get some stuff and some things. Almost every Super Quantum has an effect when it goes to the graveyard. Yellow, did I say yeah? I keep saying yellow, there is no Yellow Ranger. I mean, there is a Yellow Ranger, there's no Yellow Layer. Oh, I feel bad for my opponent, chat. They're clearly not having a good time, and it's only gonna get worse if I summon the Magnus on him. I'm going to sit down against them, and they're like, I'm sad Roger. Not sad Roger. We're gonna summon Zaytan. Hello. What in the fresh hell is this?
I failed you and myself.
Oh. I guess they were too sad to duel. That was our rank up too, right? I mean, in Silver you rank up a lot, so it's not super exciting. It's like every 2 duels or something like that, and you can't D-rank. But there we go. We're making our way downtown. Something, something homebound. A doodly-doodly-doo. Hwah! We're going first. We got an Alphin. Yep, let's just try this. Activate. Don't ash me. Okay, thank you. Oh, we're up against Yugi Moto himself. I didn't even realize. I think we send a green layer here. Yeah, so we can discard and draw. Send a green layer, and we activate this to search. And just a chain block lets blue send itself back. And then this gives me the incursion. We're going to send to the graveyard green layer. Green layer activates. Discard red. Draw a card. And red layer gets us back that green layer we just sent. Or I guess we could get black layer? Yeah, I guess black is technically better. Oh, it summons it. I keep getting those 2 mixed up. I did not want to summon it. That's not as good. Okay, so now we get Dark Zaytan. Except we've already got a Dark Monster. Damn, I really fucked that up. Okay, but this gets me Dark Zaytan. All roads lead to Rome, chat. I don't know why I keep calling it Dark Zaytan. It's Alphin and Zaytan. They go from A to Z. Change the level? No, I need to send something. I mean, I could change the level, it just wouldn't do anything. So, we're gonna send Alphin Strike. We're going to summon, I guess, Red Layer. Red, we're going to get back Sudden Incursion. And then we can start doing the things, chat. Actually, I wonder, can we make the big one? Maybe we can make the big one. We could, yeah. Let's go ahead. We're gonna give up Raigeki. We're gonna use this. And then, we're going to Link Summon. Behold! Neo Super Quantum Mech King Blaster Magna. And this gets me an Alphin from the deck. What does this thing do? Can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Each time a Super Quantum with a different name is summoned to a zone this points to, draw a card. So basically it makes this free. We can discard the Alphan, summon the red layer over here, and then draw a free card. There we go. Then we can Monster Reborn. We can bring back, yeah, I guess white layer. Oh wait, did I already summon? No, I summoned the green. Okay. Get this. We can discard the green in order to summon the white. Draw free card. And then we can use this. And use this in the graveyard. Plus these two. To make Magnus. A Magnus that only has 5 material. Yeah. But we do get to draw a free card, so there's that. And then we're going to use Sudden Incursion. And we're going to get the Trap. This one, specifically. So, theoretically, if you've gotten all the stuff out of your deck, then using this might be better because it draws you a bunch of cards, even though you get the one that only has 6 materials. And then we can use the effect, which is to target an Ixie and equip a Super Quant to it. So we can put the link onto that, and then it goes back up to 6. And there you go. You know, we still got all the effects and everything. We just got to draw an Nibiru in the process. Broke. It's probably not good. It's more easy to disrupt. But I figure we gotta show off against the King of Games. Plus, at least we can say we summoned the Link once. You know, we've summoned every Super Quantum card. Ah! You gotta be shitting me! Moon Mirror Shield? God says no! I have the power of God and anime on my side. Solemn Johnson. I needed to stop it. It would have been able to beat over Magnus. Did we up the counter? No, we need to put one more to the Magnus counter. Yep, and then, okay. Turn starts. We've got a red layer down here, right? Yeah. So we can use this effect. We detach the red layer. We shuffle back the Shadow Mist. Red layer effect activates. Summon black layer. That's more damage. Battle phase. 24. What do you got? Mirror Force? You got Ring of Destruction. Wall of Disruption. Okay. And Spirit of Neos. It cannot be destroyed by battle. Alright, touche. In that case, we'll just use this. And we'll put the black layer back on it. So now we're back up to 6. So if this would search them a card, they cannot now. Yeah, if this is special summoned, you can add a polymerization or a spell trap. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Oh, ever? Ever. Okay. Well, I'll show it who's who anyway. Poke. Yeah, so every turn we can detach one to send something back and then get something else that lets us slurp up another monster. And that way we always keep 6. Also, why would you name yourself Yugi Moto if you're playing this? You can shuffle this, and if you do, special summon an elemental hero normal monster. Ghost Ogre! What if you didn't shuffle yourself? Blue! Yep, and they surrendered. Okay, that did feel a little mean, but it was funny, right? Alright. Yeah, I think if they have something that stops this, then at least I have a 1600 on the field instead of a 1200. Like if they have Imperm, I'd rather have them use it here on this than summon this and have them use it. Okay, we get Incursion. Real Incursion Hours. Summon Zaytan. I already have this and this, so I don't need to send other stuff. Let's send this, summon this. Draw a card. I like Ash Blossom. It's pretty good. 3 cards. Pick one, Havana. Black layer. Yeah, let's... 1. A Tahoo. Yeah, we'll summon back this. And a 3. We're gonna make red. I summoned back the white layer, thinking like, you know, I can make the white layer, and then I can use it with the level 7 to hard make the rank 7. I should have picked green. Mistakes were made. Get in here, green layer. We're all going into the Magnus this time. I think this is every single one attached to one. Let's check. Do I have every single Super Quantum card? Red, black, white, green, blue. Yep. One of every layer. We're just missing the green, whatchamacallit. We're missing the green mech, but we've got all the main deck ones attached, and yeah, they just surrender. As would be expected. All of them. I've got all the main deck ones, you know. They waited through all of that. I guess they weren't sure if we would make it. But we did it. And welcome back, ladies and non-ladies, to stream number 2 of the Super Quantum Ladder Climb. New shirt Hardleg here, and what a shirt it is. It's perfectly thematically appropriate. Something that one of the patrons found, and I just can't thank them enough. Unfortunately, it doesn't show up very well on the stream, both because I'm sitting just a little too low, and it's a little too long of a logo, but also parts of it, enough of it is green that it's not showing up on the green screen. I'm gonna stand up so you can get a good look at this, because peak. Just perfect. Ho ho Power Rangers. And you got the original Power Rangers with all their little Santa caps. What could be better for Jankmas and Super Quantums than this? Just great, great shirt. Fortunately, I have some other stuff, but we're gonna save that for another stream. For now, we're still making our way through silver. I honestly thought we would be done with silver by now, but we ran into some trouble in bronze, surprisingly. So I'm going to change up the deck just a little bit, just a tiny little pinch. We still don't want to make it more consistent because that still feels against the spirit of Jankmas. We want to have a janky deck, especially in the lower ranks, but I found a way to make the deck potentially more powerful while also keeping it janky. And that's by throwing in 3 copies of Reasoning. If you're somehow unfamiliar with this spell, you activate it, your opponent declares a level between 1 and 12, and then you excavate cards from the top of your deck until you get a monster that can be normal summoned or set. If it's the same level that they said, it goes to the graveyard along with everything else you pulled up. If it's not the same level, then you get to special summon it. And I feel like this works really well in this deck, where we have a wide variety of levels, 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, even an 11 if we summon the Nibiru. And even if they call the correct one, if they say 4 and we send a green layer, all of these cards have graveyard effects and on-summon effects. So this gives us a great way to get another monster on board without using our normal summon, potentially, or at the very least, getting a card in the graveyard that we can then activate with. Other than that, the deck is exactly the same. We took out 1 red layer, 1 white layer, and 1 green layer to make use for it, or to make room for it, I should say. These are the ones that we've been drawing that haven't been useful, so cutting them down to 2 copies feels fair. Otherwise, the deck's exactly the same. I'm not gonna make it a new version, it's 1.5, so let's jump back, see if we can claw our way out of silver, and if we do, then we can try to make the deck a little bit more consistent. Going second makes me wanna die. I hope that my opponent disconnects. Okay, that one I deny. Okay, we got a 40 card deck, only a 10 card extra deck, so probably not the most consistent opponent. And we opened immediately with Reasoning. Raidraptors. We're about to be raided, chat. Tribute Lennius. Strangle Lennius. So if they succeed, it might be towers versus towers. Who will win? Ultimate Falcon. Alright, so this is the one we can beat. It has 3,500, and Great Magnus has 36. So in the battle of unstoppable boss monsters, we have 100 more attack. If they make anything bigger, we're just doomed.
later.
Equal to their combined ranks. Oh. Well. Never mind, chat. We're doomed. 5,300? Well, you know what they say. You live by the towers, you die by the towers. Maybe I could put in an underworld goddess in case we went up against this. But unfortunately, we're just going to have to give them the salute and surrender, because we can literally do nothing against that. We have no out. We're playing pure. Alright. We open with the Quantal Spike, unfortunately. We are going first, though, in our silver rank up, for all that it matters. We didn't brick. No. Not at all. Let's go! Yeah, we just get the black and yellow, black and yellow.
Black and yellow, yeah, let's shake it up a little.
Gonna send this. We're gonna send a green. Summon a blue. In defense mode, just in case. Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, and this will get the Alphen Strike into the graveyard. I gotta start remembering that the Zaytan either sends the Alphen Strike or it sends Green Layer. I guess we just go for this. Oh, I should have gotten the other Zaytan because I hadn't summoned it with its effect. Okay, red, white, black. The three I haven't used yet. Red. So we can get one back. Let's get, I guess, black layer. Black layer effect. White layer effect. We should have grabbed back white layer now that I'm thinking about it. Mistakes keep being made. We can Alphen Strike. The field spell. It's fine. You know what, chat? We'll be perfectly good. Let's go and activate one of these. Set a Super Quant trap. We'll get the one that stops us from being targeted. And then we'll do this. Magna Liger. Discard the other field spell. Gram Pulse. So I got a Monster Pop, a Spell Trap Pop, Ghost Bell, and this could make Lusterex or Ouroboros during the opponent's turn. You know, it's fine. It's not that I messed up summoning Great Magnus. It's that I figured instead of just sitting on a towers, which is boring, we use all these. We have a fun time with this. The spell is also a book. I mean, it can change the an attack position monster to defense, or I can set the other trap. Add a hero from your deck to your hand. Sure. Look, we're perfect. The mecha, the Gram Pulse is gonna go so hard here. They go Ferris. They discard a thing. Ferris gets summoned. They get to place a Vision hero. Then when they activate the hero, we chain the Gram Pulse and destroy it. Yeah, so they go for increase. They have to tribute as cost. And then we can deny them everything. Go forth. Pop, pop. You're not allowed to summon. And then we can put back our 2 field spells, or at least one of them. And maybe like one of these and one of these. Shuffle, but don't draw. Polymerization! Okay, Blazeman and Liquid Soldier from the hand. What do those fuse into? Absolute Zero! Does this destroy all monsters my opponent controls? Okay. Old school heroes. And then Liquid is like draw 2, send 1. They don't want Max E, I see. Battle phase. I mean, I'm gonna do it. Go ahead, wipe my board. These aren't useful anyway. Uh-oh. Now I'm in danger. This is the smallest hero board I've seen in years. Yeah, they could do this to get Acid, which blows up all the spell traps. And then because that leaves the field, they get to do all the things. Yeah, I guess I still do this. Let's summon White Layer, and then when it's destroyed, I'll get an Alphen. And I guess we use the rarely used incursion effect to just shift this to defense mode. Stand back, fiend! Get rotated. Everything destroyed. But we get an Alphen. Yay, Alphen. Unfortunately, I don't think they have another monster effect from there, so I'm probably not going to be able to activate these black layers. But these, at this point, are just their stat numbers. They have no quick effects or anything. They could link. Miracle Fusion! I would prefer if you did not. Welcome to the Haunted Mansion! Ooh! If that's in perm, I might be dead. Okay, it's fine now. Okay, normal summon Alphen. I guess that's like in perm, just with fundamental differences. Anyway, here's Zaytan. Let's just do this. Send another green layer. Summon the blue layer. Chain link 1. Chain link 2. We'll discard the black to draw a free card. What a surprise! Digital Style. And we'll get the last spell from our deck to hand. I think this still works too. Like if I tribute it, then it's no longer on the field and Fiendish Chain isn't affecting it anymore. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Fiendish Chain don't do anything if I ain't there to be chained. I drew another blue. That's fine. White layer, yeah. And a white layer can get me an Alphen from the graveyard. So you're Unchained? You're an abomination? Shit, I might be. Let's do this. Let's activate. We'll send this off. Summon Lusterex. Big dinosaur. And then, it is time! Magnus, king of the computer. Do these things if you wanna be super. Sentai. Something. I don't have the words, but it's fine. 8. Behold my power. Let's go ahead and detach one of these. Let's shuffle you back into the deck. And then I could get in for a bunch of damage. Oh, but they get the Vision Hero out of the graveyard. I always forget. That's fine. That just makes Grand Pulse even more effective. We'll go ahead and hard overlay. 2 blues. We've got a spin back. We've got a spell trap pop. We've got a turn them to defense, and we can still use this black layer. That could be anything. It could even be Stratos. And it is Stratos! Are they trying to decide if they want to take out the back row? Add a hero monster. Okay, we're going to chain black layer, finally. Watch out! Good, okay. I mean, I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Well, we get to see some really high chain links. That's cool, right? Pop. Discard this. Summon this. Ah, the Spirit of Neos. I think that does actually save them for a turn, chat. I've got so many things. Yeah, I don't need the shit. Okay. Now that's a lot of damage. So it shuffles back, and this I'm going to go ahead and make the Magna Lighter again. Because that's a good one. And then we'll attach the Red Ranger. Set a Super Quant trap. The Union. Divided we beg. United we bargain. Join your local union today, chat. Alright. We're going to activate this. Destroy their back row. And then we'll shuffle back some more stuff. You know, doing the truffle shuffle. You can't stop me doing the neutron dance. And then we will use the Union. And I equip this. You have become part of me. Oh wait, Spirit of Neos. Yep, they still got the Spirit of Neos. The Spirit of Massachusetts is the Spirit of the Neos. And then they get to search. But I can use Magna Liger. You can't be destroyed by that battle, but you can be destroyed by me launching a Power Ranger at you. Polymerization. Somehow I have a feeling that will not be helpful in this situation. There we go. Continue the attack? Yes. And Magnus doesn't even have to do anything. It can just stand there and watch while Quantum Black goes in for the final attack. And there we go. Another solid rank up duel against not good heroes, but heroes that have a strategy. I mean, this would be a really competent hero deck like 5 or 6 years ago. Or maybe it's even maybe like 10 years ago or whatever. Like, they've got a good strategy. The going into Absolute Zero into Acid is really strong. It's just way outdated at this point. All right, ladies and non-ladies, now that we finally made it into gold, we're gonna try to update the deck a little bit. We haven't played a duel in gold yet, but I have a feeling we're gonna need a little bit more power. Not too much. You know, we're not playing Fiendsmith Super Quant or anything like that. In fact, we're still not adding in hand traps. We're just adding in stuff that makes the Super Quantums more likely to resolve. Namely, Emergency Teleport. This is really good for getting blue layer out of the deck without using your normal summon. Same thing with Mini Malian. It could be a normal summon if you wanted to, but you can also special summon this by banishing any other card from your hand, and then you can banish a level 4 monster you control to special summon a monster from your deck with the same type and attribute, but 1 or 2 levels lower. And this is a Water Psychic that's level 4, and what do you know, we've got a Water Psychic that's level 3. So this is a normal and rare tech, very easy to put in, something that like a gold level player would have easy access to. This is just a super rare. We're not adding in any more hand traps to try to make this more brutal. In fact, we've taken out some of the stuff like Solemn Judgment and Raigeki and Monster Reborn, because they've been kind of bricky, to be honest. We're keeping in the reasoning because we haven't been able to activate very many, and I would like to use that at least a couple times since I crafted 3 of them. And then the only other thing we're changing is the extra deck. We're adding a couple more options. We're still on a whole bunch of Super Quant cards, but we've added in Zeus and Typhon because, one, they're really good in this deck, but also they're thematically appropriate. You know, we're still playing giant mecha, we've just got different flavors of mecha. Also, Boral Sword Dragon. We just happen to already have one of these from a previous ladder climb, and it is royal rare. And it looks close enough to like a mecha, you know, it's a dragon sword. Don't at me, it's fine, it's fine. So we're still nowhere near the best Super Quant deck. We're still playing some bricky things like the Union and the Mech Sword. We're still playing 3 of this, but hopefully we should brick less now and have slightly more consistent lines and be able to make a few more options other than just the 4 Super Quantum monsters plus the Link that doesn't really do anything. So we're calling this Super Quant Mark II. Let's jump in and see how it does in gold. First duel, gold 5, we're losing the coin toss, which is fine. Honestly, we won an absurd number of coin tosses in bronze, so this is just making up for lost time. We're not keeping track of how many, it's just kind of vibes based at the moment. Well, never mind. Alright, first duel in gold 5, and we've lost the coin toss, which is fine. We won a frankly absurd number of coin tosses in bronze, so we're past due. We're just making up for past time. We still don't have hardly anything to do going second. In fact, without Raigeki, we're one thing short of... We're one less board breaker. And our opponent is on White Forest, instantly starting out with a much more serious deck. Jurishin, the Cursed Thunder God. Yeah, I don't think we could play through this board, Chad. I mean, I guess I could try, but it's probably not going to make it into the video. Let's start with reasoning. 'Tis the reason for the season. Never mind. Oh, you were talking about Morganite being part of the lore, not part of that deck. I see. Alright, we lost another coin toss with someone who's got all Diabell stuff, and it's Mitsurugi. Man, the difference between gold and silver is stark. It's really hard to do, chat. I'm not sure if you can see, like, there's this button right here, and then this silver part is the part that goes up. So you have to hold it in a way that you can hit this button without your finger extending over to hit the silver part. Because if you do, nothing happens until you move your finger away. You also can't put your thumb on the bottom here. Fortunately, the back has like a handle on it. There's like this handle that goes through. But you've really got to like hold exclusively onto the handle, hand on top of other hand, and just barely reach forward enough to hit this button so that it'll pop open. Morphin' time! Being able to... I assume the actual morphers are like this. Okay, so in gold, we're in gold 5, and not only are we playing against Mitsurugi, we're playing against Orcust Mitsurugi. It's like, maybe if they were pure Mitsurugi, we would stand a chance, but, yeah, we ain't beating the Orcust board. They're like, if I lost the coin toss, I ain't... Oh, okay, never mind, I stand corrected. It just took a little doing, and we open with both of the traps. Go ahead, maxi me while you're at it. Go reasoning. 12 was selected. Oh, well, thank you. Why would you pick 12? The chance that I'll have a 12 is very low. We need to do this right. Send the Alphen Spike. Special summon. I already have an Alphen in hand, so we just go for blue. Blue effect, get the quick play. If they want to imperm this, that's fine. Let's go ahead and Alphen here. I will tribute 3 quantums. Choose wisely. Alright, red. Let's go Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, Chain Link 3. I think we get the white layer back. Yeah. Because we can summon it. If need be. Which we don't need be. Need does not be. Didn't we buy the Ursarctic field? Good point. I think we did. And I've just been forgetting this entire time. Another one. Look at all this advantage, chat. Then we use the Alphen Strike. Give me the spaceship. Come forth, great Magnus. 1. A 2. A 3. The great computer is summeth. Many materials. And then I guess we set this. If they get something big, we can either move it to defense, or we can get one of the traps out. After we detach, we'd have to detach blue. Okay, who would win? Whatever they've got versus one great Magnus. Stand up, Centur-Ion. Yeah, I guess we wait for them to get into something that threatens this. Question is, what do they have that threatens this? Swordsoul. They've got swords. They've got soul. Sword, soul, sword, soul. Swording it up like you wouldn't believe. Immediately synchro, okay. Bar on the floor. Do I have the bar? No, it's in the other room. Leave the token. Interesting choice. Synchro 10. Come forth, Chen Ying. Ouch. That's almost got enough attack. End of the main phase. Yeah, I think we just do this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll still have... Oh no, we can't. Okay, yeah, we'll just play it safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get back where you once belong. Yeah, I really wanted to detach blue, put the 2 traps back, and then we'd have the ability to, like, use this to get the traps out, but I think this is safer. Battle phase. They didn't want to crash their token. Oh, it's like the best we could possibly get. Alright. Come forth, white layer! Ooh, they summoning. See what you got. They keep the tuner. They can make, what, a level 8? Make a second Magnus. I don't have 2 Magnuses. I don't have the UR points for 2 Magnuses. And do I have another white layer? There's one attached to this, right? No, there's not. Okay. So we could use white, send white, red, bring back black. Then we've got 2 level 7, so we can make the effect negate. Legatia! What does this do when it's summoned? Then destroy the monster with the highest attack. Ah, I see. Get me another Alphen. Let's Zaytan. Change the level. No, we don't need to. Let's go send green, summon blue. I just gotta remember, since I only got 2 blues, and every time I send a blue, I need to send 1 blue back. Effect Veiler, I see. Understandable. Oh, hello, Minalien that I still haven't used. I guess you can get used now. Discard 1 card. Let us summon the Grand Pulse. They've got the 1 mystery card we need to deal with. Okay, let's do this. Detach a blue. Pop this back row. It's an Imperm. I wonder why they didn't set it in this column. I guess because they thought it was an Imperm too. Okay, so the blue can finally return the 2 traps and itself into the deck. Then we can activate the sudden incursion. Get one of those traps we sent back. The Union. Activate the Union. Use the effect? Yes. Attach the Grand Pulse. Now we can use this effect and keep all the things. Let's go. And the Restrex is here too. 27. 36. And maybe he has a kaiju in his deck. A lot of people seem to be playing like 1 or 2 kaijus, just in case they run into Lunalights. Alright, an honorable opponent facing their death. We shan't dilly-dally. That's not what heroes do. 0% dilly, 0% dally, 100% Magnus! We finally won one in gold, cheese and crackers. And all we had to do was go first and make Magnus. Too late. Oh, what's this? Hand traps? And the same 1-of spell in our hand for the 8 millionth time? Just what I always wanted. Cross out Designator. Ash Blossom. I don't think I've ever seen the preemptive crossout, chat. That's very strange. I mean, I guess it stops me from wasting my Ash Blossom now. Maybe they don't understand how chains work, chat. Fortunately, we still have the Imperm, so we just wait for them to get to the Link 2, and then we Imperm it, right? Yeah, I guess we could Nibiru them here. I think I'd rather use the Imperm, because then if they have like an Imperm or something on this, we don't have like a huge rock that we can't do anything about. Although now that I'm thinking about it, it would only have 1200, so maybe that's misplaced. We got 1 more mystery card, plus I guess the set, whatever that could be. Yeah, do we Nibiru here just so we have something? Because if that's Imperm and they Imperm on this, then they can just do it next turn. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just waste both. What if we top deck red? We only play 2 red, so that's unlikely. Maxi. Yeah, I guess we should have waited then. Now they get 2 cards. Another one. 2 of them things. Unfortunately, 2 of them things. Go Zaytan. Oh yeah, this does give them some form of... Oh, never mind. It's like, and now they have some kind of removal. Except they don't. Okay, so we send green layer as cost. And we get Alphin. Ash Blossom. Unfortunate. But we're not out of this yet, chat. Maybe green layer draws us something really good. You feeling lucky, chat? 'Tis the reason for the season. Choose wisely, Thoham. They picked 11. The answer was 5. We'll get this back. And now I haven't special summoned Zaytan yet. So we can special summon Zaytan, and we can use its effect to become level 5. Then we can make the Magna Liger. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. It's not much, but, you know, it's some interaction. 18. 14. So we've got Ash, and we've got a quick effect pop. Granted, when this goes to the graveyard, we can summon back the Zaytan. So there's that. Okay, so they're summoning back the engraver. 2 pieces of interaction are decent. We still don't know what the hell this is. And then we wait for them to try to equip the Requiem and we blow it up, right? Oh no. Now the Wedgeus do search, so we should be able to Ash Blossom when they try to summon. They aren't going to try to summon. I might be doomed. Oh, there goes Nibiru. Into the back rooms with you. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. Okay. Magna Liger, dead. However, Red Layer, activate! Summon back the Zaytan! Alright, 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 alright. That's awful. Terrible. Wait, why can't I? Zaytan can't use its effect? Why can't Zaytan use its effect? Red. Oh, red brings it back, but it can't ever use its effect. I forgot. I forgot. I always forget Red Layer. Like, it would already be overtuned if it summoned it back and said, like, you can't use its effects this turn, because none of the effects are all that good. But saying it can't use its effects ever is a bit too strong. They can't kill us next turn? I mean, they can, like, full Fiendsmith combo, so they absolutely can. Okay. Sending the Zaytan to the graveyard. I guess you do more damage that way. Alright, I'm not dead. Do we know what they set? Or is that a mystery? Yeah, it's just a mystery. Oh? Oh. Sequencing. Lacrima. Caesar is kind of a problem. I don't really want to wave hi to him. Hear me out. Maybe Brutus had the right idea. Where's wave goodbye, Brutus? Okay, this might work. No, it won't. It won't because, well, normal summon this. Activate the effect. This would normally summon from my hand. They can absolutely Caesar this. Oh, they thinking. Okay. They activate that effect. We chain Black Layer. Because they activated a monster effect. Called by. Wait, there's not another Black Layer in the graveyard. Do they think that's Zaytan? Red Layer. That is unfortunate. Yeah, we discard the Ash Blossom. We summon. That's destroyed. And then we should get another thing, and we can chain block the Black Layer, chain link 1 Black Layer, chain link 2 green, discard the sword. So then they can't use that. That's pretty good. Yeah, and then we'll have it as a quick effect, because we can attach the green layer. Area Boros, then we detach Black Layer. Flip the Caesar face down. Black Layer effect. Get the Incursion. Go Incursion. Finally get Blue Layer. No, not Blue Layer. No, we just want to go for Alphen. We've used too many resources already. Alphen effect. Zaytan is called by. Good point. Excellent point. We've already used both effects of Black Layer. So white. No, they called by Red Layer. White, blue, Zaytan. Gotcha. Choose wisely. That's what we like to see, baby! Let's go ahead and shuffle some stuff back. Let's put back you and one of you. And let's get another Alphen. Use this effect. Look, we've already used everything. I think we need to keep 3 monsters. We'll just send one of the traps. And summon blue. Blue effect, get a search. Grab this. Then we can use the Alphen Strike in the graveyard. The field! It's time, chat! Discard Alphen. Summon this. Magnus, king of the computer! Come forth and claim this digital realm! Everyone absorbs. And finally, sudden incursion. Equip Magnus with the Magna Slayer sword. Shing, shing, shing. 4,800. Bang. Super Sentai strike. Layers forward. 1, 2, 3. Face justice, villain! Easy? This was not easy! We were on the back burner that entire time. We barely made it back after many things. Watch out for Dimensional Prison. We did get hit by that earlier. No, it's fine. We're immune this time. Yep, that was Orcust. They just never got to Orcust. And here we are, Rangers and Rangers. Dawn of stream number 3, and I've got an appropriate uniform to wear, or a costume, whatever you want to call it. Either way, I'm in a Mighty Morphin mood, and I'm ready to take on everything, which is good because we're gonna be facing everything today. Well, possibly. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff that has changed since you've seen me last. A whole weekend has passed, and in that intervening time, they have dropped a new pack, Aerial Superiority, which contains the Archmage stuff, the Dracotail stuff, and the Apophis, like, man with the mark stuff. Which, just right off the bat, why is this pack called Aerial Superiority? None of these really fly. Like, I guess this kind of looks like it flies. It's got wings, but it's like a weird seraphim thing. I guess this doesn't have wings, it has snakes. Yeah, I haven't the slightest clue why they call this Aerial Superiority. Either way, I've heard that Dracotails is like a tier 0 meta threat, that it's going to be like Tearlaments all over again. Who can say whether or not that'll be true, and especially if it'll be true down in gold, but it's something we're going to have to worry about. Or maybe not, because in addition to that, we also have the Duelist Cup going on. So hopefully all the really competitive players will be grinding the Duelist Cup, and the only people left on the ladder will be goofy goobers like me who are just trying to, like, rank up with Super Quantums. So we're going to be doing that. As for our deck, we're going to keep it the same for now, although we've got a better field to show off, something that actually matches the holiday and the deck. And more importantly, while I haven't changed the deck or played any duels in the intervening time, I did watch a really cool 2-hour-long video about Super Quants. Thanks to the person who made this. I can't remember your name off the top of my head, but hopefully the editor is putting it up there so they can get some credit. But yeah, I appreciate this thorough deep dive into Super Quants. I didn't know there was this much to learn about them. Previously, when I was playing this deck, I was really flying by the seat of my pants. I thought that the random elements and the different, like, starter cards and extenders that you had made the deck so that it couldn't do linear combos. And it turns out I was completely wrong, especially with the new support. There is enough recursion and searchers that search other searchers that there's actually a very linear way to get into Magnus with the maximum amount of materials every time, as long as you're aware of those combos. There's a whole bunch of diverting paths. It's become kind of a spreadsheet deck. Fortunately, it's not as complicated as DDD, and especially fortunately, the person who made the video put together this very handy graphic. You know, it's Super Quantum time. Basically, each one of these cards gets you into one of the other cards, and you always want to try to start at the top. But no matter which one you start with, whether it's Alphen or the Quick Play Spell or Blue Layer, they all cycle through each other so that you get to the same combo one way or another. And you're almost always sending the same 3 cards off of Alphen. And if you're not, you're just changing up like one thing, at least on the first turn. So using this, which I have open in another window, and just some general stuff I've got from practicing over the weekend, I think I have a much better grasp on the combos and what we're going to be doing this time. So hopefully I can play the deck much more efficiently and effectively. So we're going to try that without changing the deck. And then if we run into a whole lot of Dracotail, if we're having some troubles, we can go ahead and put in some stuff like emergency teleport that makes this deck far more consistent. So let's jump in with this, see if my new skills can pay the bills. And that's it. I don't know why I set up for like a third thing. Just you know, improv. Cut to the next part. All right. Wait, I have emergency teleport? I talked in the profile about adding emergency teleport, and I guess I already had it the whole time, and I just didn't even know. All right. I should have activated this in standby so that it plays around Droll. Hopefully they don't have Droll. And, okay, so blue always goes for Zaytan. That's how the clock works. Which, shout out to patron Clockworks. Not for any particular reason, just that's their name. Change the level? No. And Zaytan is almost always going to send Alphen Strike. And then we're going to summon Alphen. Hello there, Alphen. We'll tribute it to reveal 3. And we're going to always choose black, white, and red. The 3 high-level ones. Choose wisely, cold dog. Okay, red is the best option. Okay, so we're going to Chainlink 1, black layer. Chainlink 2, white layer. Chainlink 3, red layer. Like I said, the one on field is always the one that you want to, whatchamacallit. You always want to end on that one, because there's the least, the only thing that can get this is, like, Imperm and, Valor, whereas Ash can hit the other ones. So we're going to add 2 cards. Get a third copy of this, why not? And since we have the third copy, let's go ahead and be extra protection-y. We'll go ahead and set the Union. Activate the Union. And then what we want to do in this case is we want to get the Alphen Strike, get the field spell on, and we need to get this white layer back into the graveyard. So we're going to go ahead and discard this now. And we wanted to do that before we activate the Incursion, because we're going to use Incursion to get black layer. So we're going to get black layer. Black layer is going to use its effect to go ahead into an Ixie. And that's how we get the Ixie, not only without discarding, but also while having an Ixie that has 2 materials. Specifically, we get the black and the white. And then we're going to go ahead and do this. Discard a card. We could discard Alphen, but we have green. So we're going to use green, make this, and then the green effect will let us cycle for hopefully another hand trap. Hey, that's a pretty good one. And now we'll make Magnus. Great King Magnus. And yeah, we've made it with 7 materials, which are all different. And we did it while only using 2 cards from our hand. And we could have done it with 1 less. We used an extra card to use the Union, which we don't need. It's just there to prevent targeting. But if this had been like, if instead of getting another copy of this, we had gotten a hand trap or whatever, that would be in our hand. Is there ever a world where you just end on 3 Ixies? Unfortunately, I don't think there is in Master Duel. In the TCG, where there's like a best of 3, like some decks, if you know what your opponent is playing, and you know they have like an out to Magnus, then it might be better to play the 3 individual ones instead. But when you're going against an unknown opponent, when you're best of 1 without siding, this is more effective against more decks than these 3. Target 1 card and destroy it. Oh, my sweet summer child. They do not know. You can fire your blast at Magnus, but it'll just bounce off of him. Ultimate Fusion. Yeah, you might pop my back row, and I don't really want that, so I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no to Ultimate Fusion. Oh, it's only face-up cards. Okay, I didn't need to do that. I was just being mean. Poor cold dog. They are indeed a cold, cold dog. Setting a card, okay. End of the main phase? Yeah, we'll just go ahead. We're going to detach the black layer, and we're going to send this back. And then black layer is going to get us the last copy of Sudden Incursion. A bit risky, but I'm pretty confident at this point that they're not going to be able to make Underworld Goddess. Forbidden Droplet, neat. Let's go. Sudden incursion. It's time to bring out the Magna Sword. Equip the Magna Sword. And you've seen this all before, chat, but you haven't seen it used against Blue Eyes. 4,800. And then send the sword to the graveyard. Attack again, my Magnus. And attack again, Magnus. All the attacks in the world. So there you go. That's what we're gonna try to do. I'll show it. You know, I think you get the idea. I'll show another duel if something interesting happens. If something other than that happens. All right, second duel of the day, and we're going second. If this trend continues, then we'll go third during the third duel somehow. I look forward to seeing how that works. We've got no hand traps, so, you know, we're just watching the cutscene, whatever it may be in Gold 5. But yeah, I will say, we were talking about movie ratings and how they've changed over the years in between duels. And fun fact, do you know how many F-bombs you can drop in a PG-13 movie? Exactly 1. As soon as you drop 2, then you get rated R. And I wish I could remember what movie it was, but it's like completely unremarkable, except it's a PG-13 movie, and it opens with like 2 guys driving in a car, and one of them's like,
Huh, did you know in a PG-13 movie you can only say the F word once? You know what I think about that? Fuck that.
and that's the only time they curse in the entire movie. They're like, well, I had to get it out of the way. All right. Magician's Right Hand. Negate the effects of the first spell card or effect that activates. So we've got everything we need. Yeah, so I guess we just like activate this, right? Because we have a way to get to it in the middle of the combo anyway, so it just like doesn't hurt us in any meaningful way. Yeah, like we'll get another one. I should read what this does. Nothing. It does nothing. So it's just that one back row we're worried about. Okay. So, Fairy Alphen, activate the effect. Hope this isn't called by. It doesn't seem to be called by. And we're just going to do the same 3 high-level cards as before. Which one will get picked? Vote now. Oh, okay, it's the white layer. Yep, and then we're going to Chainlink 1 red. Summon back the black layer, Chainlink 2 black layer to search the sudden incursion, even though we already have one. Chainlink 3 white layer to send another white layer. Look at all these things going on. So we send the other white layer. This gets us the sudden incursion. Yeah. And this summons back this guy, but his effects are negated. And then when this is sent to the graveyard, we can get Alphen. Just a free Alphen for fun. And then we're going to go ahead and overlay these now, because maybe if they have some kind of weird back row, like a bottomless or something, they'll use it on this. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, sudden incursion. Yo, listen up, here's a story about a blue girl and all her shit is blue. Forbidden Chalice. Okay, we're going to Forbidden Droplet, which is better than Chalice, and we're going to send this off, because I want this to resolve. Easy dodge, because we need the Zaytan. Pretty much just said don't use the blue effect on the first turn. If you have to get into a grind game, then you can start shuffling stuff back, but until then, you just want to deck them. Okay, so we're going to send the Alphen, and we're going to summon, I think it was red layer? No, I haven't used black on field yet. Yeah, always want to get the black layer on field. Let's go ahead and make Rex, or I'm sorry, Magna Liger, and we'll equip the red layer. Then we go ahead and use this, get a dang field spell, and fortunately we have the emergency teleport. So we can get the blue layer, and then we can discard the Alphen that we have left in order to make Grand Pulse. And then we could make Magnus, but I think we do more damage just attacking with these three. 1450, 26, 18. Yeah, I guess we just do this. Go, Magnus. We haven't used the trap. Yeah, I could have just used the trap there, I'm realizing. It's fine, Chad, it's fine. I wanted to give them a turn. It's not BM, I'm just forgetful. Alright. One more duel and we get to gold 3. I'm saying that like it's a super excited accomplishment. We've lost one duel in between there, which maybe would have been interesting to show, but unfortunately I got locked in and didn't really say anything. We just got hit with a bunch of hand traps. Alright, standby phase. I must hold down the button. Let's go, emergency teleport in the draw phase. Do this to play around Droll Lock. Droll Lock only does stuff if you search during the main phase. So this search don't count. And then we do the Super Quant Man. Fairy Alphen. Tribute. Same colors as before. All the big level ones. Who'll get picked this time? Mario Kart. Diddly 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 diddly. Why are they choosing? This is going on for way too long. They should have picked a card by now. It's 3 face-down cards. What is there to pick? You're ruining my bit! Zooey! You belong in a zoo with that name. And the slowness. Yeah, that's right. They couldn't handle picking a card. Choice Paralasys Turbo. And with that, we rank up into gold 3. So, you know, exciting. I just realized I forgot to update it. It still says gold 5. There we go. Now we're in gold 3. You know the rest of the song. I don't need to sing it. You can already hear it in your head, especially if you've watched this show for a while. Wait, is that... That's not a racist thing, is it? I hope not. Could go either way. Either way, let's do reasoning. If there were 2 G's, chat, then I'd say it's a racial thing. This could just be like mixing around letters for fun. Maxi. Alright, we are going to play into the Maxi challenge, chat. Let's do it. I'll at least get one summon. Send the Red Ranger. And we're just gonna hope that no matter how many cards they draw, they can't beat Magnus. They've picked level 7. They chose poorly. Let's go ahead and make this. Let's equip this. Let's go ahead and Alphen. Choose 3. Okay, they Ash Blossom there. Unfortunate. In that case, we'll do this. We'll send Alphen Spike. And we'll summon Blue. Yo, listen up. Here's a story. We'll get Sudden Incursion. We'll go ahead and activate Alphen Spike. And I think we summon White Layer, right? Because White, send White, get us another thing, and then we'll have 2 cards to make the 2 Ixies. Let's go White Layer. Send White Layer. That grabs us an Alphen from the deck. And then we just discard. Go into Lusterex. Discard. Go into Grampulse. And then this is their last chance to gaze upon our continents, Hector. Summon Great Magnus, King of the Computer. Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Alright, gamer, you've got 10 cards to try to beat Magnus. Do you has what it takes? Fabled Lurry. So I can literally just wait for them to either get 4 cards on field or get something big enough to beat over Magnus, and then detach. Unfortunately, Fiendsmith can do like everything without having to search at all. Okay, they get Lacrima. Lacrima send the guy, the man, the myth, the legend, the Fiendsmith. You know, it was weird when Magnus was summoned, he kind of blinked very briefly. And I was like, what's up with that? Was there something attached to this? And I just realized, after you summon Magnus, they can't draw off of Max C anymore. So they don't get the draw from Magnus. Okay, they got Desiree. Shuffle everything back. Link those both into Agmonday. Okay. We just shuffle here. No, I think we let him use all the effects first. Yeah, now we do it. We'll give him the old truffle shuffle. Gotta do it here. We don't gotta because it's a non-targeting. So even if they attach that, they still can be targeted. Runick, uh-oh. That might be a little bit of a problem, chat. If they can mill us, then it doesn't matter how big Magnus is. And if they can get rid of all of my stuff, then I won't be able to use my Magna Sword. 22, half of my deck is gone. If the rest of these are fucking Runick cards... No! The battle phase is skipped. Yeah, let's just normal summon this. Let's activate. We're going to send... Yeah, I think we send blue. I can't send black, but I can do it like this. Send that, then we can get black. Chain link 1, chain link 2, and we're gonna shuffle back. Oh, okay, they just surrender. Gotcha, I was a little worried, you know, I thought we were gonna run into a little bit of trouble, but I think we would have been fine. Or I guess we were fine. I actually wasn't sure. I guess it depends on what they had set face down. I am uncertain if we could OTK them from that position. I think I could have gotten to the sword either way, but obviously if they have the one that like blows up spell traps, like if this was set, then they stop the OTK, and if they can continue to fairy box, head judging, they're playing a couple fun ofs. They're playing a little goofy goober stuff here. Yeah, Runick Fiendsmith and just a couple of aces hanging out. Luke Von Karma subscriber, possibly. All right, win and we rank up to Gold 2. It's been a long journey. We've been here like 2.5 hours. It's not even necessarily that we're losing a lot, because we're not. Our win rate is very good. It just takes a long while to do the Magnus combo. All right. We've got an Effect Veiler, and we can make blue layer during the opponent's turn, which could be useful. I don't think it will be, though. No, I would prefer if you did not. I should have made Gram Pulse. It would have been critically effective here. Wait, why did they choose to go first? Wait, do they have 3 in the graveyard? They don't now. Hold up. We can still do this. Behold! Super Quantum Black Layer! Discard the blue! Summon you! And then we'll use this. We will not summon back the blue layer. So we're gonna make this. We're going to attach the blue layer, and then we're going to detach to hit this before they can use the effect, and then also search a starter. I don't think that really slows them down that much, but it gives them one less thing. Brilliant Rose! How come there was never a purple ranger? I think there might have been a 6th ranger that was like violet, but it was never part of the core main team as far as I know. There was an orange ranger. There was a purple in Jungle Fury. I see. Alright, this is interesting. I think we normal summon this. We finally use Mini Malian. Let's activate this. We contribute it. Summon a blue. And they're just going to Hollow Core negate that. Yep, and there's nothing I can do about that. And then everyone goes up and attack. So then we can do this, unless that last card is Ash. This lets us summon Zaytan, who we would get off of the blue. Make sure we don't mess this up this time. We send the Alphan Strike, and not Alpha, and summon Alpha. Activate this. Yeah. Red layer, summon black. Black layer. Black layer, get another copy of the Sudden Incursion. White layer, send white layer. Oh wait, I already have the white layer. Fuck. Yeah, I guess we send green layer. Yep, that was one of the classic blunders. Now I can't... maybe I should have just left it as it is. Draw a card. White layer effect. Yeah, and drawing the card screwed me over because now I can't use this. So many mistakes were made. Go into Area Boros, and then I can summon... No, I don't have a white layer. So then we're going to attach the black layer so we don't control one. Now we can use this to summon the black rain. No, we can't. I thought we hadn't used that already. Ah! I can't believe I've made such a classic blunder. Can we Zeus? I guess we could Zeus. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. And then hope they can't OTK us. Gallant Granite. Okay. Fossil Dyna? Normal summon. Yep, I've made several mistakes. Oh, okay. Sure. I feel pretty good about that exchange. Oh, okay. There we go. We did it. And we rank up. Never understood the downside to reasoning. Well, when reasoning was released, it was like, it can be a free summon, or it can just mill a bunch of cards. Or it might mill the wrong card that you want. Okay, we're going second against Mitsurugi. It always baffled me that people liked GOAT format. I'm not certain what the appeal was. I think it's too slow. They want classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I don't understand the appeal of classic Yu-Gi-Oh! See, here's the thing, right? As they talk about slower paced as if that means the game is more balanced and there's more points of interaction. But there's often not. Because if someone gets like a Forceful Century and just removes your best card from your hand and then sets Magician of Faith and gets it back, or like, God forbid, they Delinquent Duo and then get it back and do it again. Like, you're just getting hand looped. You're just getting hand looped in slow motion. And there's a lot of really unfun interactions like that. Because there's these cards, like Graceful Charity into Pot of Greed into do something else. Like, here's the thing, right? When you play, like, when you sit down to play a game of Magic, for example, it feels like you're in the game, because almost no matter what happens, it's going to take several turns for it to resolve. Oh, 1 second, we'll have to do this afterwards. I actually get to do stuff. So we're going to start with white layer, actually, and we're going to send red layer. I assume that they'll use Wave High King Caesar to negate it, and that's fine. And then we can use both effects. We can chain block, so this will add Alphen, and this will try to summon back the white layer. So that gives them another thing that they can use the Wave High King Caesar on. And I imagine they will see, like, color glow, click button. Ooh, Ghost Bell. Okay. Either way, that baited out 2 things, and we still get to add Alphen. Then we get our 1 copy of Triple Tactics Talent, and we can steal 1 monster our opponent controls. And we're going to steal the Wave High King Caesar, because that can negate the Futsu. Then we normal summon Alphen. We do the thing. Ash Blossom! Ah, they have all hand traps. This is very unfortunate. Okay, emergency teleport. We're all gas. Gas, gas, gas! I wanna pick up the gas. Get up and go, or we'll be kicking your ass, ass, ass! I will be your hero! And they'll try to summon, and we'll be like, no, 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 I would prefer if you did not. I wonder what that set card is. Oh, right. And then we get Black Layer. Yeah, we still get, or not Black Layer, Zaytan. We can activate Zaytan, not to be confused with Zoltan. Change the level, no. Activate this effect. We still have one of these in the grave, right? Yeah. So we send this. Okay, I think we summon Black Layer. Black Layer, we're going to use the Black Layer. And then we can equip the White Layer from the graveyard. Then we'll go ahead and do this. Oh, am I going to be able to get to it? Alright, so I think what we do is just go to battle with this. Attack for 27. Attack for 28. I think it's better to keep the Effect Veiler than to blow up whatever their face-down card is. Because it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Although maybe it's a bluff and there's like another ritual down there and they can't do anything with it. Nah, I think we're fine. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to make Typhon on top of this. It's the highest attack monster I have, right? Yeah, which is their monster. So we're going to make Typhon. We're going to set. We have 2 monster negates, and we can potentially get a trap. Oh, and this is just going to be banished. I forgot about that. Yeah, that might have been better. You can't Magnus here? I can't. We got hit by too many hand traps. Alright! We made it out! Just barely, but we made it out. 30 wins, and we didn't even have to summon Magnus. Oh snap! 1 more win, and we rank up. And we get to go first. And also, I think our opponent might be a bot. They've got the default Rescue Rabbit. You can't see it yet, but their name is just like a miserable pile of secrets. Connected? Ooh, ah, maybe, possibly. Okay, we made it in. We've got Zaytan. Yeah, they're just Jakotdidzda. 10 card extra deck, 44 card main deck. We open with both of these, which is Garbo. Yeah, so this normal summon like has to resolve. Yeah. We use this. Surely they won't break our board or OTK us. I mean, I guess we'll find out. So we got a spell trap negate. We got a monster negate. We got another monster negate. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's target this, and we're gonna equip the Black Layer to it. Actually, I could have just done that on my turn. I don't know why I bothered. It feels fancy. Okay, they set in the Imperm column. Uh-oh. I am unable to stop this, Batman. Swordsoul structure? Possibly. They won't have Baron. Yeah, they do only have 10 cards, so it's possible they just have the structure. Chen Ying is still a lot. They tributed both for Lady Labrynth of the Silver Castle. That's why they wanted a face-down card. And now I can't blow up both. Let's go ahead. We'll get rid of 1. You fucking what? Good luck with stream. Gotta go. Have a good one. Oh, that was the rank up. Yeah, I mean, it was just a bot. It was just a bot. You didn't have to see it. It wasn't anything special. It was just a bot. Okay. We're in the same position we often are. We have our 1-card starter. We have a little bit of security, and we've got reasoning. We've actually got 2 of them, but I think we want to save one so we have something to discard. Foolos. Well, sometimes you gamble, chat, and sometimes you lose. Level 1. Well, got Alphen into the graveyard, so it's fine. Let's go ahead and grab Zaytan. Let's activate Zaytan effect. We're still gonna end up giving him a million things, but it's like the what was it? Negative N, was that his name? The guy who made the guide. He's like, if they Maxi or Charmy, you've just gotta keep going. You've gotta play it like Nibiru doesn't exist, and because if you can make Magnus, you likely just win. I just hope they can't get it with like 4 cards in hand. Do we have Maxi in our deck? No. Not until we get into Platinum. Otherwise, it's unfair. Hey, we actually summoned Black Layer. First time all day. We hold on because we want to summon the White Layer with its own effect. Oh wait, no, we do. Okay. Yeah, we summon the White Layer. We activate the White Layer to get an Alphen. And then we use the Black Layer, but we make the red one, the Liger. And we attach the red layer. So we make Magna Liger. We attach red layer. We get an Alphen from the deck. We summon the White Layer. Maxi! Okay, we do this. They're trying, chat. They're trying to draw as fast as they can. Let's go. Discard a card. Draw 2! Discard a card. Draw 2! We'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, let's go for it. Magnus, Magnus, king of the computer. Behold! You do not draw anymore! Drawing cease! Do we set this? Yeah. Yeah, I guess we set this. We can activate the trap or something. And now they might have to shuffle down because they drew so many from Foolos. And we only ended on 1 monster. Alright, they've got 9 cards in hand. 14 card extra deck, I'm realizing. Ancient Gear Fortress. So, your opponent cannot target them or destroy them, but I can do other things to them. Uh-oh, we're getting urgent, baby. Urgent, urgent, got to be urgent. Are we in danger? We might be. I mean, they can't search. That does put them in a little bit of trouble. Because that means pretty much every card that they can get off of this, like the low-level ones, aren't doing anything. Like, this is normally add 2 cards, discard 1, but they can't do that. They're playing Ancient Gear Castle, so it's not the greatest Ancient Gear deck. Okay, they're making Ballista, but they can't add off of that. Ancient Gear versus Super Quantum. Your cards are too ancient. So yeah, they tried to make me 0, they can't, but when this is destroyed, they get something out of the graveyard. So bring back the Ultimate Golem, which has 33, which is not enough. They still haven't normal summoned, though. Another one. Ancient Gear Haunting Hound. You know what? I don't want them to fusion summon. So I think we will just activate this now and hope they don't have like Ancient Gear Fusion in their hand. We'll just shuffle that back. Yeah, luckily we don't target. Alright, that's a good sign. We need to activate this now. Set a Super Quant spell trap. Give me my sword. Big man. SpongeBob, big man, pants okay. SpongeBob, big man, pants okay. Alright, alright! I guess it depends what their set card is, chat, but I think we may have this. Go forth, Magnus! Attack their Ancient Gear Golem! 1500. Now show them the true meaning of an OTK. Magna Slayer Sword activate. 3800. 3600. Oh no! Their schedule is urgent! Continue the attack? Yeah. I can change an attack to a defense. Alright. They still survive. Combo more then. Special summon a Super Quant from the deck. I just realized we don't have an Alphin left. I think that's fine though. It's what we can do. This will allow them to search. Get rid of that. Let's shuffle back one Alphin, one of this, and one of these. Yeah. Then we'll activate this, send red, summon Alphin. Red layer, get back blue layer. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. We're just gonna do you and you. Red layer. Attach another red layer. Okay. And now to play a little tricksy trick on them, chat. Discard Alphin. Summon this. Gram Pulse. We're going to detach the Gram Pulse to blow up the fortress. The fortress will let them summon something, which they will be able to search now. But we can also destroy it now by sending this. Because we could have used this on Gram Pulse and just left them with whatever, but I feel like this was better. This was more fun. Discard Ultimate Pound. Okay, we get this. Sudden Incursion. Activate Sudden Incursion. Set a Super Quant trap from the deck. The Union! Then we activate the Union. Use the effect now? Yes. So we target the Magnus. We put this back on it so that now it can get up to 6. And then we summon Zeus on top of the Magna Liger. So if need be, we can Zeus and the Magnus won't be affected by it. And we can also attach the Zeus to the Magnus to make it even stronger. So they're back under the lock. They're back under the... Oh, no! Nope! I shouldn't have put 2 monsters on the field! I'm in danger! Okay, Magnus plus red layer, summon back, white layer, get me back a thing. Magnus got melted by the lava. We're gonna go in defense mode for all the good that does. Fortunately, Magnus, despite everything else, does float. Also, did I not send a blue? Did I not have a blue attached? Okay, and then we use the Union. We get the Mech Beast, and we attach the white layer. So now we have a negate. I would prefer if you did not do that. Okay, so we negate this. Unfortunately, you can banish this, place a continuous. They might be able to kill us anyway, but let's make sure they don't get into Ancient Gear Fusion. We'll Valor the Ancient Gear Golem. Now, they did search the trap, and they have the commander in the graveyard, so they can activate the trap. And they might be able to fusion summon that way and make the, like, ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, the, like, 4,500 that can attack 3 times. I forget exactly what the mechanics are, so we might be dead, but they can't make Chaos Ancient Golem, which would kill us in half. As it stands, we might not be entirely dead, just mostly dead. Add 1 Gear Town. Fuck. Shit. I should have put everything in defense. They do piercing anyway. Yeah, so it doesn't matter, actually. Probably. Maybe. And nothing. Okay. I thought we were dead. People in chat thought we were dead, and yet we came out of surprisingly close. All right, everyone. One more win, and we make it into Platinum. The next tier up, and it's a high-stakes battle, which means...
It's morphin' time!
Cut this part out, Mr. Metal, so it's... Fuck. Going first. I clicked it. Okay, you saw it. I should not have tried to do the quick play. But yeah, I morphed into this. I was gonna make a big old show out of it, but you know what? We made it. We're here. Red Ranger powers activate, and we've even got the power of the Red Ranger in our hand, and I should have emergency teleported. Okay, let's go ahead. 60 card deck, 12 card extra deck, starting with seasoning. I almost screwed up a lot. That's what I get for showing off. Well, there's the Mecha Sword, and... well, I guess that don't hurt. I don't really want to summon Nibiru, but, you know, it's here. It's having a good time. Let's go ahead and do the Alphen. You can't stop me doing the Alphen dance. 1, 2, 3. There we go. White layer, as always. One of the better options. So we'll get Search as Chainlink 1. We'll summon back as Chainlink 2. Yep, we want to summon back the other 7. And we'll use this to send itself to send an Alphen. You've seen this before. We'll come back once we build the board, or after my opponent hits me with a hand trap or something. Magnus, king of the computer. Okay, 7 card Magnus. We set this because the sword is in the graveyard. Yeah, I forgot we milled it off of reasoning. So if it looks like they're going to be able to summon something big, I think what we're going to do is send off the blue layer to shuffle back whatever they have. And then we can shuffle back the sword, and then the sword might be able to help if they try to battle over us. 60 card deck without being able to, like, search Raigeki. Well, I mean, that will get rid of the Nibiru. But Magnus just stands there like...
Was that meant to tickle? Because I didn't feel a thing.
Oh, no. Can't do anything about that, chat. Oh, boy. Oh, geez and crackers. They've got a whole... Okay, it's Infernoids. Can Infernoids do anything? They have lava golems. Thank the Lord they didn't draw it. Reasoning? Unfortunately, I know what to pick off of Infernoids. Level 1. So let's just activate this now. Let's special summon a blue layer from the deck. Oh no, even black layer is even better. Yeah, what do I have in the graveyard? Red and white, yeah. So let's just summon a black layer. Black layer effect. Let's get Luster X. And we'll equip the white layer to it. So now we've got 2 points of interaction. That's twice as many. Of course, now if they have a Nibiru, or a Lava Golem, and they didn't use it on the Nibiru, they can use it again now. And if they do, I'm probably dead. How does this deck go second, by the way? I'll let you know as soon as we have to go second, but I don't think all day we've either, like, our opponents have either made us go first, we've won the coin toss, or we lost and they bricked or something. Okay, they're bringing back Piety. Flicks damage, you could send 1 card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard, that's fine. Target 1 card in the opponent's graveyard and banish it. What are you banishing out of my graveyard, Johnny? Red layer? Okay. Another one. Oh yeah. I have so many options, that's perfectly fine. And also, you can't declare an attack against anything that wouldn't kill you. Also, this is 11 stars, right? Yeah, you gotta have levels that are 8 or lower. Flame Tongue. Target 1 banished fire, but you can add activate cards with that name for the rest of the turn. Sure. Harmadic? Okay. Summon Harmadic. Void Vanishment. Okay. That's it. It's Harmadic. What do you want me to say? I'm not like... There's no other way to pronounce that. Harmatic, maybe? Gaia Saber the Lightning. Underworld Goddess is 3+ monsters, right? Like, they can't use this, something else, and Magnus to make it, right? 4+. Okay. And if you're curious why they made Gaia Saber, well, yeah, actually, it could have been any link. A lot of their monsters say you can only summon them if the levels of all effect monsters you control are 8 or lower. So, like, it helps them if they have, like, levels that are lower. Or non-effect monsters, even. It is before the end of the main phase. I mean, I don't want you to do that. And there we go. With that, we beat our Infernoid opponent, and we rank our way up through the power of morphing into Platinum? Is that what it's called? I forgot what it was called for a second. I wanted to say Diamond, because blue makes me think of diamonds because of, like, Minecraft, but no, it's Platinum. Okay, we're in Platinum. We made it. We did it. Thank you for the 100 bits. And that means we can actually play hand traps now. So next time, on the next stream, we'll have a deck that's actually outfitted with a couple neat hand traps and stuff, and we won't be playing reasoning anymore, because gambling. And welcome back, supers and non-supers, to stream number 4, the official halfway point. 3 streams lay behind us, 3 streams lay ahead. And we're officially in Platinum. You know, things are getting serious. This is the first rank where we have the ability to rank down, and as a result, I feel like Platinum is a significant step ahead of Gold. These are people who have actually played for a while, and they have to be decently good to maintain Platinum. And maybe not Platinum 5, but once we get out of Platinum 5, things are going to be a little bit more difficult. So even though we had a pretty easy time getting here, in fact, I'm not sure if I showed this off. Let's go ahead real quick and look at what happened last stream, because most of the losses we had were like from bronze, and then somehow in gold, we went through an absolute tear in gold. We're talking 20 duels with only 1 loss between them. Granted, we did win a whole bunch of coin tosses, but the deck is doing surprisingly well. Despite that, I already know we're going to have some trouble in Platinum, and I want to kind of maintain that momentum anyway. So here is deck version 3, what I call Super Duper Quant. And basically this is just getting closer to as competitive as Super Quants can get. Now this deck is not great, it's not the most competitive deck. I doubt we'll be able to get into Master, maybe High Diamond if we're lucky. And if we do, it'll be off the back of a build like this, where we've shaven down the Super Quant engine as small as it can get, or close to it. You know, we're now only playing 1 mech ship. We've got 2 of every name except for green, which is only 1. We're still playing 3 of both Alphins. I've heard you can play this down to 2 because you don't like to draw it as much. Maybe add a 3rd one of these because it's more of an extender. And then in its place, where we were running hand traps before, we're now running good hand traps. You know, we've got 3 Ash to stop the Maxis and the Charmies that are going to be used on us. We've got our own Maxis and Charmies. We've got Nibiru. We've got the one called by the grave. And the one crossout designator that we can maybe use against Nibirus that get used on us. And 2 infinite impermanents. If you're wondering why 2 of each, that's what we have on this account. It's the Jankmas account. I only have enough UR points to make 1 more ultra rare, and I'm trying to decide something for the extra deck. But I think this should be good enough. Maybe we'll have to craft something. Maybe we'll put Droll in or something, because that seems to be very popular. We're on a much more consistent and much more high-powered deck, even if it is on like a Noah's Ark package of hand traps. As for the extra deck, we've also added a couple generic tools. There were several times during the last episode where I was like, ah, fuck. We've got this on the field, and if we had any way to just send it to the graveyard, then we would be able to search and get our plays going. So now we have some nightmares. I doubt we'll ever use these for their actual effects, but just being able to link off to Super Quants and get their graveyard effects will be useful. We do also have World Gears of Theological Demiurgy. Very funny. Can be made with 3 level 5 or higher monsters. It's unaffected by other monsters' effects. And during the main phase, if this was link summoned using 3 monsters with different types and attributes, destroy all other cards on the field. Most of the time, this is not going to be better than Magnus, but it is good to have an option to go into instead of Magnus. You know, if they get rid of the field spell, if they stop us from doing anything, all we have to do is get red layer, white layer, and black layer on the field, and we can send those 3 to make a smaller Magnus that also has a complete board wipe. We might add in some other tech cards. We don't have like an IP or an SP or an Underworld Goddess on this account, so that's something else that we might consider. But overall, I think this is pretty good. Let's take this into Platinum, see how it does, and then we can make an assessment from there if we need to craft some more stuff, open some more packs, or do whatever. Alright, second duel of the day. First one was against a bot. This one is against Prison Mike. He's taking us to jail. Ah, unfortunate. Runick. Ah. What if I said the nay? Okay, so Hugin gets negated. And then they're activating Time-Tearing Morganite. So, you know, good old stun. Nothing beats that. So there, when he says Prison Mike, he means prison in, like, the Magic the Gathering sense. He gonna put me in prison. That's what they call stun decks, if you don't know. Negate its effects until the end of this turn. That is very unfortunate. And, ooh, Zaytan. Okay. Okay, so I could normal summon this, but I've already used the effect, and then I would have nothing next turn. I want to maintain a starter next turn. So I'm going to summon Ash Blossom. I'm going to use that to make Grampulse. And we're going to go to Battle Phase. We're going to battle over it. And then main phase 2, we're going to make the other big mech. And then we're going to set a card that might be useless, and unfortunately they get to draw 2. This is where the Armored Ixie package helps out. Or Fiendsmith. There's no way we're playing Fiendsmith this month. It is too many. Yep, that's fine. Max C, okay, they're getting all sorts of random stuff, but we haven't lost 2 of anything yet. Rise Heart. Damn, we've lost 2 Zaytan. We only got 1 left. Birth. Does Birth summon from Banished? Unfortunate. Also, thank you for the sub, Bunny Noel. What's a Zeus if not a Magnus? Yeah, and I don't dare activate a monster effect here, because if they get rid of Magnus, I cannot do a thing. No, Magnus! Now we just gotta hope they don't have a really good rank 7, otherwise we're dead. Yep, that's what I was worried about. Okay, so we're going to use this now. That way they don't have material on it during their turn. And we'll use this to just shuffle itself back. My own Zeus! Now we do have the 1 backup, but it won't win us the game, and they're drawing 2 cards every turn. Oh, they're skipping the battle phase. Okay, that's good. It's like the worst one. Okay. Go blue layer. Get me Zaytan. We're going to activate Zaytan. Yeah, I think we do just go for the backup plan. We're gonna go for, we're gonna send green to the graveyard to get rid of this. And we're going to summon Alpha. And we'll just cycle a card. Nibiru. Probably not the most useful card. Alright, we'll tribute off this. Pick the 3 high-level cards. We don't want black to get picked, but anything else I think we're good. Okay, red. Chainlink 1. Chainlink 2. Chainlink 3. We're going to add back... Did I normal summon? Yeah, I normal summoned. And I special summoned with this. Yep, so we just add back white layer. Why does white layer say a non-light Super Quant? Oh, I can summon this. So we use Sudden Incursion. We're going to special summon the final black layer. We are not going to use the effect. And then we're going to use white layer. Send blue. We're going to reset a whole bunch of stuff. And we don't want to use that effect. Okay, so now that we've got 3 monsters that are level 5 or higher, that are different types and attributes, we can make World Gears of Theological Demiurgy. I've got the urge. We're truly having a biblically accurate Christmas. And then we get to activate this, so let's bring back... Yeah, we'll bring back Black Layer. In attack. Do I have a way to deal with Birth? Yeah. This blows up all cards on their field. Oh, all cards on both fields. It's just a nuke! It's a nuke and it's unaffected by monster effects. Now, if they draw a good Runick thing, that gets rid of it. But we can also do that every single turn. So if he can't out this turn, we can just blow up the field again next turn. They somehow play into Nibiru, it is immune to Nibiru. I'm here, again. Now. Forever. Do they have anything to search with Unicorn? They've already used Theosis and Birth. It looks like they don't have a third card. And there we go! We managed to beat them with the backup plan! Good thing we decided to put in this garbage royal card we pulled like 1,000,000 years ago and didn't break down because it was royal. Alright, one more duel and we rank up. It's been very uneventful so far. We've played like 5 duels and 4 of them have been bots. I don't think this person is a bot because they have cosmetics. But their name could easily be a bot name. Because they are just a bunch of Fs. I guess Fs in the chat. 40 card deck, 15 card extra. We have 2 hand traps and a 1 card starter. So there's that. Ah, how retro. Yeah, I don't want you to add something. We'll go ahead and Ash Blossom that. Also, I gotta say, usually, Master Duel has been pretty good cosmetically with having all of these fields kind of connect to each other. This is the first time I've seen one that's just like absolutely jarring. Like this spaceship does not mix with the field at all. It just looks really, really weird. Yeah, and we're holding down the chain off button because I want them to think that we don't have anything. And then when we go to fuse, we stop it. And then hopefully they can't do anything else. Make them think I got Nibiru. Now they're counting their summons. They're like, wait, what was that pause? Nay. Infinite impermanence. Do you have another starter? They do not, but that means they might have hand traps if they Ash the emergency teleport. Well, never mind. I was like, if they Ash the E-Telly, then we might be in for trouble. But now if they Ash the E-Telly, we could just normal summon blue layer. And they didn't. Behold! Blue! Okay, they shuffle. They do have the Lacrima thing. Let me grab Zoltan. Ah, Droll. Okay, well, I will Ash the Requiem. I think I can still do most of my stuff after Droll. Let's activate this effect. Special summon. Let's do this. We send Alphen Strike. We summon Alphen. Droll's a bit of an issue, but it's not like the biggest issue. Because I can still do some stuff, I just can't do all the stuff. Alright, black layer. We just do this to summon back white. And we use the black layer. Okay, which one are we going for? Yeah, we go for red. Better red than dead, I always say. And we're summoning back the white, yeah, so we equip the red. And then this gets summoned. And then we use this to get the field spell. And yeah, then we just summon the things. Nibiru is a card that doesn't exist. Go Rex. Go Grampulse, which sounds like Grandpa, but it's fundamentally different. Yeah, I think we just want to put itself and Zaytan back. And then we use the mech ship. Magnus, king of the computer. Summon one big man. Here comes the boy. Hello, boy. There he is. He is here. What a pain. Yeah, I'll still continue this. Is this you can only activate once per turn? Yeah, I think we just have to wait for them to get a Yubel out and then shuffle that back. They can still punch us and make us take the damage, but we can get rid of one of them. They would have to be able to get 4. If they can get 4 Yubels on the field, then we might be in trouble. Wait, does each one make us take damage? Nah, just once. Okay. Hello again, Requiem. Yeah, the unfortunate thing, if they can fuse like a 4,000 attack thing, and then also keep 2 of these on board, then I might be in trouble. The Phantom of Yubel. It's main phase only, I'm dumb. Let's go ahead and detach this. We're about to find out. Can they redirect to change it? They can! Yubel counters us hard, sadly. It affects you, the player, personally. Magnus may not be affected, but I am. Well, that's like the best draw we could have gotten. Let's go! Doodle, 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 doodle. Okay, we're gonna go 1. We're gonna go 2. Go 3. And I think we just add this back because we have no way to get to the other one. Although, now that I'm looking at it, the best bet might be to go for Theological Demiurgy again. Do they play Terror Incarnate, though? That's going to be the question. Okay, so I send red. We're going to shuffle back that. Red effect in the graveyard. We get... Oh, we don't have... Oh, we don't have a third copy. Fuck. Use black. Do I have a third? I don't... Oh, wait, I do still have a third black. I think? No, the third black is... Oh, wait. I guess I'm about to find out. They do. They're like, we play Terror Incarnate. Oh, it's here. They summoning it now. Okay. Activate this. Summon. We do have the black layer. All right, F. Let's see. Are you prepared for the world gears of Theological Demiurgy? What if I had 2 unaffected monsters? Blow up the field. Every last part of the field. Oh, they could summon it from the graveyard. Bounce and attack. Oh, fuck. Wait, no, they're sending the wrong one. Activate. Back to the hand with ye. Let's recycle. White, red, black. Yeah. Battle phase. 29. 35. So close. All right, they've got 1 mystery card, 2 mystery cards, and 1 very big Yubel that they can't do anything with. Ah, I see. I thought this was at 1. 2. Okay. Sequence. Oh yeah, if they summon Lacrima, they can just link it off, and then that's game. Wait, they're going for Aerial Eater. Why are they going for Aerial Eater? Muckracker. Bring it back. Oh, do they have a third Nightmare Pain? I thought that was it too. Or can they get it out of the graveyard? They don't appear to have a third one. Yama. Okay, add an Unchained. They're just clicking buttons. Possibly, I don't know. They're either on some like 4-dimensional chess or no, they just don't know what they're doing. Okay, well, we got out of that. Yet again, this is the second, I thought we would summon the world gears maybe once if we were lucky and it would do nothing. But so far, we have summoned it twice, and both times it won us the game. Both times it was critically important. Why are you holding up Billy Club? Oh, that was a rank up. Oh, shit, I forgot. I should have been writing stuff down. Yeah, we ranked up into Platinum 4. Good job, us. All right, one more win, and we rank up into Platinum 3. We've been doing pretty well. We're out of the bots, but the people here, okay, they're making us go first, so another Tenpai. We've been running into a lot of anti-meta. A lot of people playing, like, Floodgates, playing, like, Go Second stuff. Oh, boy. Yeah, we're gonna do this because it's not once per turn. You got Ash Blossom? They don't. Keep drolling. What? And let's get an Alfan. Activate the effect. Activate the effect, Bart. I rarely change the level. One of these days I will. And you've seen this combo a million times. We'll come back when we're finished or if something interesting happens. Come forth, Magnus! Show our opponent the meaning of floodgates! The Magnus counter goes up to 26. Now, they did make us go first, so it is likely that they are a go second deck, which means it's likely that they have a kaiju. They could perhaps just kaiju this, and then we could add one to the Mag Nope counter. Huh. Unchained. I guess that's kind of a go second deck. You know, they want us to have stuff so they can link off with it. I don't think they can get above 3,000 though. Immediately link summon? But what if you could not? Doggy bite onto giant mecha and is unable to crunch. Yeah, because it says target a monster and you can link summon with that monster, it doesn't affect Magnus. If they said like, this turn you can use one monster your opponent controls as link material, then they would be able to do it because it affects their opponent and not Magnus. Goddess would do it, yeah. That's why we gotta make sure if they ever get to the point where they have 4 link material on the field. I don't know why they would add Disaster back to their hand. Tribute. For blue. It feels like they're floundering. It feels like they're having a little bit of trouble. You could target one card you control, destroy it, and then you can destroy one spell trap on the field. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just lose this. I don't want to, like, summon blue or something and then give them a thing they can link off or maybe, like, attack over. Who would win, chat? The primordial force of destruction given physical form, manifested on this earth as an unceasing rageless dog, barely contained by its own astral chains, or Big Metal Man? Wave high, King Caesar. Okay. Should have made that going first. If you had chosen to go first, you could have made that. That would have stopped me. Yep, everybody wave high to King Caesar. It is before the end of the main phase. Yeah. I don't want you to do a whole bunch of floating and stuff. So let's just shuffle that back, shall we? Give me this. We're gonna see if we can go in for big attack damage. Sudden incursion. Fetch me my Magna Saber. Saber? Saber! With a B. Battle phase. Behold my mighty saber sword. 4,800. Attack! Okay, they get to set an Unchained card. Okay. And then we send the sword. Attack again! And once more with feeling. Easy peasy. We are doing shockingly, surprisingly well. I don't know if Platinum has just fallen off, or if everyone that's serious is still doing the Duelist Cup, or what. We haven't been hit by, like, hardly any hand traps, and with that, we rank up into Platinum 3. Whoa, for the longest time. Whoa, for the longest. Okay, so I think we start with Alphen, because we have the Fuelos. So if they Ash the Alphen, we'll have nothing, and we can activate this during their turn. But if they Ash the blue layer, then it's stuck on the field. Ah, yeah, they are AAA. Ah, Fuelos. Yeah, that's fine, we play into that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we play into that. You want cards? I'll give you all the cards in the world. Oh boy, the longest combo version. Yep. Dominus Impulse. Fortunately, Dominus on that, I can still do the thing. I think we're still good. Is Dominus Impulse once per turn? I feel like it's not, right? You cannot draw anymore. No, it's only once per turn. All right, so they have more than half their deck, but we got to an 8 material Magnus, and now you gotta shuffle back a whole bunch because you Charmied. You're still gonna end with a bunch of cards, but because I only ended on one, you lose a lot of them. Only 7, that almost seems fair. Now let's just see if they have a Kaiju. Let's add 1 to the Magnus counter, 27. Ah, Tenpai. Some temporary pie, I see. I'm glad they're doing this all in the main phase so I can Nibiru them. Sanguine Summoning. You know what? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say I would not like you to have that. Yeah, also they can't attack boost now. I'm not sure if they have a way to get over 3,000 natively. Power Rangers versus Evil Dragons. Let this be the arbiter of our final battle. I can activate no effects. You can activate as many effects as you would like. Let us see if you have the ability to do the things. I'm gonna hold down Chain though, just in case they get 4 cards. No, they're already locked into Fire Dragons, right? So they can't, like, summon 4 and then make Underworld Goddess in, like, main phase 2. Just in case though, I want, as soon as they pass to main phase 2, I want to be able to Nibiru them. Hello, Bident. Joel Bident Dragon. Listen, Jack. You're going back into the deck. Baller. Yep, so they're getting 5 monsters on board. Black Layer. Main phase 2. Fuck, they have turn priority. Oh, okay. They used it on this, though. Spears. How about a ball? How about a big-ass rockin' ball? What if your entire field was gone? Oh. Oh, they had Dominus Impulse. Now I'm sad, chat. Yeah, okay. We'll detach blue. We'll shuffle back this. And then we'll suddenly incur. We'll set a Super Quant. Yeah, they can make the big guy again. Yeah, we'll just activate this now. It's times like this I miss having the other trap, the one that lets me put more materials under Magnus. Because I really don't have another card that, like, deals with any of this. Okay, good. We did it. We got out of there. All right. One more duel, and we get it. It's a high-stakes duel. We've lost the coin toss, but we're still here. You know, I'm still standing better than I ever did. They've made us go first once again. Okay, let's play around draw. Chain on. Draw phase. Go emergency teleport. Summon me the blue layer. What do we get? I guess we get this, so if we get hand trapped, we can discard white and continue from there. Zaytan. Activate the effect. And it's the same old story, same old song and dance, my friends. We'll be back when we build Magnus. Behold, the biggest magnum of my career. And by magnum, I mean Magnus. 9 materials. What say you, Wes? Can you beat the 9 material Magnus? Your rank up depends on it. That ain't a kaiju. Those definitely aren't kaijus. Set 5, pass. Yeah, we'll go ahead. End of the main phase. We'll detach this, and we'll shuffle that one back. The last one might be the least. Going second trap deck? Yeah, maybe. Didn't they choose second? Yeah. So it's entirely possible, chat, that one of these is Daruma Karma Cannon, and that does out the Magnus. So I'm going to go to battle phase. Oh, wait. Before I go to battle phase, let's go ahead. Let's activate this. We'll send green layer. And I'll pick the middle piece. And then we'll see if we can dig into our deck. Dig, diggy hole. Gravedigger's Trap Hole. Okay. I guess I'm down 1 card. 2,000. They didn't go quietly into the night. Alright, let's try this then. Yeah, it could be a burn deck. I guess if they have the 1 card that, like, the wall, they could make me take the damage. There are possible ways to burn me. But why would you go second? Lava Golem? Dimension Wall. Okay, so we send this now so we take less damage. Ouch. Is it this turn from this battle? But the next battle does go. Okay, so they take 36. And they take 36. Alright. Cylinder would not work. We are critically low. If they get like Mahama has to take the damage and then does it. Yeah, we've still got 6 materials. Let's go ahead. Send that back. Get me an Alphen. Battle phase. Okay, I was like, are you going to evenly match me for 1? You know what? Let's play it very safe, chat. You can now search. Secret Blast. 300 for every card you control. And I have to shuffle back my Imperm. Good thing I had another card on the field. That actually could have been catastrophic. Alright, I'm not sure if they have anything else, but I think we did it. 3,600 versus Burn. And with that, we rank our way up into Platinum 2. Pardon me. And with that, we rank our way up into Platinum 2. Making our way downtown, beating Burn, doing stuff like a kitty cat. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 Mrs. Radiant. And welcome back, Jankmas Warriors, to the penultimate Super Quant stream. It's just this and one more, and then Jankmas is over. And hopefully, it won't end with like a biblically accurate Jankmas. You know, we won't have the beast rising from the boiling seas of blood to sing from one of its 7 mouths the song that ends the world. That was the whole idea behind this background, by the way. There's not like a Christmas background we could play. So I was like, yeah, this looks like Evangelion. That's like the closest thing we have to like religion in here, unless they got a Dogmatica background. But yeah, I'm saying all that because the actual deck we have is just the same as last time. I don't think we're gonna make any changes, and that's because, I'm not sure if I pointed this out on the last stream, but just to be double sure, we can look back at our record for the previous stream when we were playing, and here's the last 20 duels we had. All wins, baby. We went on a 20-game win streak that took us from Gold 2 to Platinum 3. Or I'm sorry, to Platinum 2. So, I really don't feel like we need to change up the deck. The deck is working shockingly well, surprisingly well. Of course, we haven't run into Dracotail yet, which is like the best deck. Maybe they're all in the Duelist Cup, maybe they're already all up in Master. I don't know, hard to say, hard to leg. But we're gonna jump back in there, see what we can do, and have ourselves a Jankmas-y time. Coin tossing. Check it and see. We bricked. We built Brick City. We built Brick City and now we troll. 10 out of 10 hands. So we go third. We do. More Dracotails. We didn't see them the first time. Retaliating Sea. Okay, this seems like the best Called by the Grave we could do. Just not let them set anything. Or get it back. And then I believe this gets the maxi. No, it has to go from the field to the graveyard. Okay, well they kind of bricked too, it looks like. Alright, can we get like a blue layer or an Alphen maybe? That works. Tribute this. They've got the Ash, but we have the cross-out designator. The final Ash in our deck. And here's where they max C and then we Ash, so our Ash resolves. No? Okay. Our effect resolves. 1, a 2, a 3. Choose wisely. Alphen, Simon, Theodore. Do. Da-da-da-da. This is going much better than the last time we played Dracotail. Which is not to say that we're going to win, but maybe, possibly, I would like to win. This doesn't have a quick effect, does it? Doesn't look like it. Get an Alphen. Black layer gets us another copy of Incursion. Don't you dare draw! Droll! Okay. I think we're fine. We just skip the blue and go straight to Zaytan. Then Zaytan effect. We can still go into... Yeah, we send this, and we summon Black Lair. Yeah. We're gonna get this. We're going to attach Zaytan. We're going to activate this to get the field spell. I just gotta hope they don't have Nibiru. We gotta play it like they don't have it, chat. Discard an Ash. Summon Red Layer. And they surrender! Yeah, we can summon Red Layer. Use the White Layer can be summoned from hand by discarding another Super Quant. Oh, it has to be a different attribute. It's fine, we can send one on the field. So we could send the Red Layer off to summon the White Layer, discard the Alphen, put that to get the White, and you can get Magnus by using cards in the graveyard. So we still get to Magnus, then we get to the Ultra Slayer Magna card, the trap, and I think we OTK. If not, we still end on like the 6 material Magnus, which is enough. It's enough to get done. So there you go. If you go first and your opponent bricks, you can win against Dracotail. You just gotta hope they don't get the right hand traps, and you do get the right hand traps. One more win until we rank up. That means...
It's forfeit time!
I'm the Sunglasses Ranger. Bet you didn't expect that. We lost the coin toss, though. I was too busy morphing to go first. We've slowed down a little bit. But that's fine. I guess we'll see how it goes, you know. okay. We got a 1-card starter and a 2. We're up against the guy that made Minecraft. Let's just go ahead and do this in the draw phase. Alright, Mojang, what you got? That probably means they've got a bunch of hand traps. Ooh, okay, so draw phase. Emergency! Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. You want to ash this? Perulia. I don't think I summoned from the hand all that much. Maxi, I see. Well, you know, that one I would like to Ash Blossom. Okay, so you don't get every draw. We just have to be careful about the hand, but I think at most we'll give them 2 draws. Let's go blue! Dabba-dee-dabba-die, ba-dabba-dee-ba-dabba-die. Yeah, we just go for this, and that's the one we're gonna get out of the hand. Activate the effect. Get your 1 pathetic card. It's a second Perulia. Interesting. What does Perulia stop even? Alpha in effect. 3 Super Quants. Pick all the high-level ones. The hardest part about sunglasses is the colors are tinted, so it's harder to tell what I'm playing. 1, a 2, a 3. So we get that back. We get a second one of these for the OTK. We get an Alphin just to get big hands. SpongeBob big hands pants okay. Then we'll go ahead and do one of these. Activate this. Send off the white layer. Red Megazord. Activate this. The blue Megazord. And then sudden incursion. Woo woo. Special summon black layer. Prepare to be incurred. Attach? Yes. And this is not quite game, so we actually do have to make Magnus, King of the Computer, the Ultra Mega Megazord. Super Mega Ultra Zord, come forth! And then another oh, come on. They didn't want to see the Magna Slayer sword. We could have got the Magna Slayer sword. We would have done so much damage. All right, and with that, you know, it hasn't been as easy today. We have lost a couple duels, but we ranked our way up into Platinum 1. Diamond is just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Surely we won't get D-ranked. Surely. Alright, so today has been a lot of back and forth. We haven't ranked down yet, but we've been very close to it. I think our deck just needs a little bit to push it over the edge, and the one weak point seemed to be Nibiru. Nibiru wasn't going off as much as we would have liked it to. We're still going to keep 1 because it wrecks us and we want it for crossout designator, and it's not bad if we draw it off of the Charmy or the Maxi. But I've taken out the other copy, and we've also taken out a copy of Black Layer because that's not working the way we hope, and we've replaced them with 2 copies of Drollin Lockbird. This does a good job of stopping a lot of the meta decks from making their plays, and also it stops us from dying to Maxi and the Charmies quite as much. We can't always play through Droll, but we really only need, like, the 2 searches, right? 1 off of Blue Layer, 1 off of Black Layer, and once we've resolved both of those, then we can just drop the Droll and stop for the rest of the turn. So, let's see if this does anything. It's still essentially the same deck, so I'm calling it 3.5. Let's jump back into it. But yeah, we're up against Yugi Law. And yeah, we'll just discard this at the start of the round and hope they have to actually use it. I mean, they've got all man with the mark stuff, so it's entirely possible they don't do anything. Yep, I have a feeling that they won't be summoning. Oh, that summons out of the deck. Okay, so if they're going with man with the mark, we want to hit 4, right? That's what the man is. And everything else is like a trap. They also have like a 10, but I assume it's 4. Well, that works surprisingly well. It's that easy. All right. I mean, our Charmy didn't do anything, but we've got stuff. They've got 1 set card. Let's normal summon Alphin. Let's special summon Zaytan. Zaytan? No, not quite. Tribute. Alright. Alphen resolves. Red layer. Okay, so 1, a 2, a 3. Crunch. Get the white layer back to hand. Ah! Oh! Ah! Skill drain. The one of. Spell trap is activated. I think we might be able to still get to Magnus. I think Magnus is still negated, but in order to do this, we have to do this now, while they're doing something. We send off that, we summon that. The prison is here. Do they still get to set? Yeah, it activates in the hand. Can it be activated this turn? No, it's next turn. And then how do we get the third one? Oh, we get to special summon from the deck. Hold up. Yeah. So Fairy's not negated because it's in the graveyard. Okay, so we do this. Yeah, Magnus will be negated even if we get it out, but if it's a battle of who's the biggest guy, Magnus will unequivocally be the biggest guy. And Magnus does float. And if these are negated, then like they can attack, even if they don't have pilots, because it negates that part of their effect. I assume if they had traps, they would have summoned them, but they didn't. So we just go ahead, we make Magnus, king of the computer. King of the big attack stats. Negate my effects all you want. It won't make your PP any bigger. 36. So now they can't activate the virus they set. We can also still detach just to get searches and stuff. End of the main phase. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. Make them think we're stupid or something. Sudden incursion. I guess I should have waited until next turn. Reasoning. 4 again? Four again. Owned, owned, owned. Oh, they blinking. Oh, they aren't liking the looks of this. Shame scoop. Do we have the sword? I thought we did. Did we discard it at the beginning? No, we can get the sword. It's Jover. We beat Skill Drain. Take that, stun. Ho ho ho! Merry Jankmas, everyone! We are here on the final stream, recording on Jankmas itself, which is not Christmas. It's actually, if you're curious, it's December 18th. You know, that's the Jankmas this year. Jankmas always falls on the last stream of the month. It's kind of weird how that works out. And by the time this comes out, it'll be past Christmas, so, you know, a weird thing. But I hope the vibe of Jankmas and Christmas, the feeling of love and brotherhood and togetherness and caring about people and having empathy for the people around you, I hope that that persists no matter when you're watching this episode, or no matter where you are in life. You know, we have a lot of fun, we be goofy, but I do want to genuinely say, I hope you have a good one out there. I hope you had nice holidays, and if you didn't, maybe next one will be even better. And if not, hopefully we can find a way to make it better. That's what it's all about. Anyway, as for Yu-Gi-Oh, what can I say? We're in Platinum 1. We're going to try to get into Diamond. It's going to be a tough fight. And there's not a lot we can really do with the deck. We're kind of hitting the limits of what Super Quantum can do. You can't really mix it with another engine except Fiendsmith, and both because this is the Jankmas account, and also we've played Fiendsmith so much this year, I don't really want to add a Fiendsmith package in here. So it's really just going to be pure Super Quants. You can't add like another archetype in, mix it with it. The only thing we could maybe do is like, we could potentially remove one Zaytan, because Zaytan's not the best starter. It's like the worst of the bunch. It's more of an extender. And so we could take this out and then put in another mini Malian to give us the better starter. Or we could take this out and put in like a third copy of Fuelos. We could maybe change up some of our hand traps. We do have enough UR points to craft one more. So if we want like a third in permanence, or we want to swap this out for like a Ghost Ogre or something, maybe we could do that. We could also change the extra deck, but most of the time if we lose, it's because we don't get into a position where we can summon stuff. You know, a lot of people were talking about, what's it called? Infinitrack Megaclops as being a potential other boss monster. Sometimes against some decks, this is a better thing to summon than Magnus, especially if you only have like limited materials on everything. This is just 3 Ixie monsters, unaffected, 4,000 attack. Really great, but the problem is 99% of the time, if we can get to 3 mech beasts, we can also get to Magnus. And if we can't, having 3 mech beasts is still pretty darn good. Like, I don't think we've been in a position yet where we wanted to summon this. And even if we didn't, like, we've still got Zeus, we've still got Typhon, we've still got this, which has proven very good. This works if we can't even get to the mechs, which is a much more likely situation. So I'm not sure what we could really add extra deck-wise that would really help us out all that much. So we're just going to be sticking with what we got, with the 3.5. Maybe we'll make a few little subtle changes as we see what the meta has in store for us. But I think we're just going to have to do this and get into Diamond with the power of the human spirit. Wait, chat, what does this say? Can someone translate that for me? Because it says the G, which makes me think it has to do with Maxi. Because if you don't know, Maxi in Japanese is Max G. Chances are it might involve the bug. Fortunately, we do have the imperm. It says Max G to flop. Ah. A damn shame. You know, I was considering for the Christmas spirit, if they had it in Japanese to say ban Max C or stop Max C, I would have surrendered to stop them from ranking down, to give them a chance. But unfortunately, they quit to the first sign of interruption. Alright, we've been on a loss streak. Things have not been going well. We do at least win a coin toss. We've won a coin toss for the first time in 5 games. That's good. We're going against someone who's about to rank up, though. So, you know, unless we get off exactly the Magnum clause, we're going to be in trouble. The great go second hand. Wish we could have gotten this every time we lost the coin toss. Zaytan, and then we're just going to sudden impact right here before tributing him. Retaliating C. Yeah, that kind of screws us over. I guess I shouldn't have done that. I forgot that Retaliating C was making a comeback. Okay, is there anything we can do? Go for blue. All of these have to be sent to the graveyard. Like, all of our things are like 2 effects. 1 is send to the graveyard. Yeah, I think we get blue 9 times out of 10. You might as well YOLO. Yeah, I don't think we can get to it doing that, but we can try it. Because we haven't used this effect yet. So we can special summon this. I rarely change the level. One of these days I will. Change the level of the monster. Sure. Then we can go Cerberus. We discard the Charmy because we're almost certainly not going to have it. Get rid of this. Yep, then we Zaytan, we send this, we get Alphen, we use the Alphen effect, we get the 3 big guys, that's the worst one, yeah, Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, Chain Link 3, yeah, we can't even end on, like, Theological Demiurgy, because we've made the Nightmare Cerberus, which doesn't have a down arrow. Okay. Alphen Strike. We get this. Yeah, it's unfortunate because we can, like, detach this, target this, blow it up. That allows us to use the black layer effect, but we already used the sudden incursion. All we can make is red layer, white layer, with like them having a million billion cards. Maybe they drew all their bricks. Maybe out of the 10 cards in hand, they won't have an out to max C. Yep, and we'll do this. Or maybe they're on stun and they can't do anything. Maybe this is just a dumb stun deck. Stake your soul, your nose is mine. Yeah, we have to imperm this, even though they can, like, absolutely dodge out of this. Oh, but they're not going to. Interesting. Did they not get Border or the other one or anything? You don't want either of those effects? It felt like both of those are very important. Yeah, I'd prefer if you didn't. And then we'll get another Alphen. Ghost Bell. Okay. Add one Vanquish Soul. I could destroy it, but that wouldn't do anything. They'd have to, like, tag out. Return the monster with the lowest defense to the field. That's the white layer. It's already used its effect. Oh, it's Mitsurugi. Ah, that's why they couldn't tag out. Yeah, I guess I have to destroy this so it's not on the field. They'll be able to make me discard. I think I just get rid of the Designator at this point. No, the Mammalian, because we're about to get a bunch of summons. Discard a card, yeah. We got a bunch of ways to get to blue. Aggron Overlord, thank you for the 22 months! Then red layer activates. We can get back black layer. That's 2400 defense. And I'll get another thing if I survive this turn. I'm looking at the Mitsu in the mirror. Okay, I survived. Well, what's that gonna do though? I don't know. Activate this now. Do I have another blue layer in the deck? Yeah, I think we do this now. Oh, I don't have a blue layer. Do this, we're gonna get back Zayton. Oh, I already have a Zayton. The timer! Yeah, the other one's banished. Normal summon. Yeah, I should have gotten green layer. Why didn't I get green layer? Yeah, we're gonna try it. Forced to attack right now. If I go to attack right now, they just do everything. My only hope is that they don't understand how Magnus works and I can make it before they wipe my field. No, they're just bringing it back now. Do I have a white in the layer? I do. Okay. So I have to make this. Attach the white layer so it's a quick effect. They do that. We do this. Yep, nothing I can do about that. Unfortunately, I lose to Max C and I lose to Retaliating C. The same stuff that hurts Dracotail also hurts me. Almost, maybe, might have had... I mean, I did surprisingly well considering, but... What beats Max C? The answer is nothing. And with that, we rank on down. The deck is as good as Dracotail. Alright, so today, despite starting out very optimistically, very joyfully, has not gone very well. We've been on a big losing streak, and it's been almost entirely, like, split between the Dracotail deck and the anti-Dracotail decks. Both of those hurt us a whole lot. I don't think we want to bet like red reboot just in case we go against a stun deck. You know, we just kind of have to go first against those or get lucky. But against the Dracotail and specifically Retaliating Sea, I think we have a solution, which is Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill. This is a lesser played hand trap because it's basically like Valor. You can use it during either player's turn, but only when a monster is special summoned, which makes it less good in a lot of situations. But you can use it on your turn, which means if they Retaliating Sea, or if they fusion summon a Dracotail on our turn, we can negate its effects and also possibly have them take some burn damage if we manage to get into like the red tiger and then blow it up or something like that. So there's an option there. And when it was between crafting 3 of these or a third Fuelos, Fuelos is going to be more useful in more decks going forward. Plus, it gives us more of a chance to draw into Ghost Mourner. We've quickly become so many hand traps. And in order to make room for that, we've taken out one of the sudden incursions. I know before that I said maybe we'd remove a Zaytan, but I think this is the easier thing to remove because it's been dead in hand so many times. Just not being able to activate it when you don't already have a Super Quantum is pretty bad, whereas like this can be normal summoned if nothing else. Plus, with so many people on cards like Retaliating Sea, having less of these is better, even if we do have to stick with like the 3 emergency teleport. So this is Super Duper Quant Mark. I guess we'll go up to 4, you know, another half thing. We'll see if this does anything and jump back onto the ladder. We're starting in Platinum 2 now with only an hour left, so it's going to take a Jankmas miracle to get into Diamond. When does the Duelist Cup start? It's already been going on. Okay. Standby phase. Emergency teleport. Hope they don't have Retaliating Sea. But if they do, we've got the Ghost Mourner. Okay, Ash Blossom. They've already ashed, so I don't think they can stop Zaytan. I think we just do this, which allows us to send the Alphen Ball and summon our good buddy Alphen. And the Chipmunks? No, copyright infringement. Tribute this, and then we're gonna get all our high-level monsters. Black, white, red. The Super Quantum Flag. Fly it high and proud. Salute your superiors. Go with white layer. And then we're gonna like Chain Link 1. Summon back black layer. Chain Link 2. Get another sudden incursion. Chain Link 3. White layer, send white layer so it maintains level 7 integrity. Very important. Yep, we get the other one. We summon this. Since this went to the graveyard, we get another Alphen. Yay, Alphen. Use this. We overlay these 2. That's how we hard make 1. Then we activate Sudden Incursion. Special summon the other black layer. This one has its effects. Black layer will get the red ship. And then we can equip the red to it. Yeah, I'm trying to remember how we would have done this if we don't have Mini Malian, because we do have to use the Mini Malian, unfortunately. We will banish that, summon the Mini Man, activate, banish himself, summon blue layer effect. We're gonna get green layer. And then we're going to use this. Discard the green layer. Turn this into Gram Pulse. And I don't think we want to discard this because we only have 2, so we won't have another one to search. Unless we also get blue layer in the graveyard, and we won't have a way to do that. Yeah, actually, you know what? That's fine. We just have to remember the first time we do something, we detach blue. And then during our turn, we detach black. And then we can search that. But for the first time today, we celebrate Jankmas properly with Magnus Claws. Ho ho ho! Merry Jankmas, everyone! And then we end our turn. Ah, Sky Strikers. Interesting. You can special summon a rose from your deck. Also, you cannot summon out of the extra deck except machines. Okay. So they want the Rose. Does this count as a Sky Striker? But it's not a Sky Striker Ace. Okay, so I think what we do is we just use this now. And we'll be like, if you want that, I don't want you to have it. And we'll put back this, and one of the white legs. Yeah, what are the chances they're playing Hamp, the Sky Striker Kaiju? Alright, they summon Ray, they make Camellia. Send the Sky Striker from your deck to the graveyard, okay. If they send Hamp to the graveyard and then make Kagari, then we have reason to be afraid. No, they're sending Linkage. Kagari can't add it back, don't worry. Oh yeah, it's only a spell. Do we just Mourner this to stop them? Read exactly what Linkage says. Special summon an ace monster from your extra deck. Yeah, what can they do? Hayate, battle phase. Ouch. They get to send a Sky Striker card. Lemon's Gate. They get Amatsu. Okay. They set 2 pass. Alright. Draw a card. Oh, that's fine. We just want to detach a black layer. Shuffle back that. We get the sudden incursion. And then we're about to incur some stuff. Oh wait, no. We want to set a Super Quant trap. The Mech Sword! The Magna Slayer! Behold! He big! Battle. One card your opponent controls, destroy them. Well, that's rude. I guess I'll send this off now. The thing is, I don't think they're dead. Oh, well now they are. 48! Yeah, I was like, okay, so I can attack over that, and then they summon back Ray, and then Ray summons another thing, and then I attack over that, and then they Lemon's Gate because they special summon. Like, they could block enough attacks. I'm just not sure how they get out of that from there. I don't know what kind of out Sky Striker has to a Magnus. Alright, it has been a long and hard-fought battle just to get back, to have a chance to go into Platinum 1. We've lost the coin toss again, but this time, we've got the power of Power Rangers on our side. Not only do we got the Morpher, not only do we got the outfit. The zipper got stuck. There we go. But surprise! I was wearing the holiday shirt underneath the whole time. Triple pack. God fucking damn it. I hate this. Why are there so many labyrinths and they're just playing, like, the fucking trap that, like, shuts off Ixies? All my Power Rangers are nothing. Dis barrier, D barrier, duh barrier. Duh barrier. Hello, Arius. How's it going? 2 of them things. 2 of them things. Activate it now. Yeah, I guess we go ahead. I got a 3 card. And you're like, now they can make a level, they can make Chaos Angel, but they'll give me another draw. No. I would prefer if you did not. Okay, turn change. Draw phase. Hold down the button. E-Telly. Let's get blue. This misses timing. When you can. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Set a normal trap with a different name. It can't be activated this turn, though, right? They can set one from their hand, though. Or if they coup clock. Hello, clock. Well, we have a chance, chat. It's a very slim chance, but we have it. We can try to make the link if we don't fuck it up, but it's a completely different combo. Yeah, we weren't going to do that anyway. Not at this point. Not with this hand. Yep, we've just got to hope. Hope dangles very precariously. Okay, so we're going to activate this effect. Resummon. Change the level. No. Yep, they call Ixie. Oh, let me think. Yeah, we still want the white layer. We haven't normal summoned yet, so we might be able to get red on that way. And then we get Alphen. We activate Alphen. Get black, white, red. I think we want to summon the white most of all. Choose wisely, opponent. Ah, it's the red. Well, no, this still works. Okay, so black searches the sudden incursion. White gives us an Alphen. And red will add the white back to our hand. Okay, so we get that. We get that. Black layer gets this. We have another black layer in the deck, right? Yeah. So we can activate the white layer by sending the blue layer on our field. We want the blue to shuffle, yeah, blue shuffle herself and the field spell back. Field spell, herself, and the black layer, because we're about to get another black layer. Do not use the effect, we need it to remain higher than level 5. Then we sudden incursion. We don't control a dark, so we can summon black layer. Now we've got 3 high-level monsters of different attributes, which means we can make World Theological Demiurge! Behold, the biblical Christmas ball! And none of this matters because I will blow up the field. Goodbye. Battle phase. 3,500. Oh, what do you got? Evenly matched? Do you want to evenly me for 1? And I can't Ixie. It'd be great if we could blue layer and then do stuff from there. We've only got the 1 normal summon, and we haven't used this effect yet. So I think we do go ahead and, like, summon this now and get a Zaytan, because that's a better extender. Spherical. And then we end. Now, granted, they are a trap deck. They have a lot of ways to out this. This thing is unaffected by monster effects. But if they can get a trap that gets rid of it, we're just, like, kind of doomed. But if they don't have a trap to get rid of it, they're going to have a lot of trouble dealing with this. Alright, so they're sending off the furniture. They get to set another one. The clock comes back. So they get to activate it instantly, and this lets them summon from the graveyard. I'm pretty sure they have to bounce their own card, though, if they use it this way. And then they get to reset that, and they get to re-grab that, and everything comes back. Big Welcome Engraved deals with it. They need a level 8. I mean, what do you think that is? Big Welcome summons a level 8. Ah, well, thank you. Yeah, we'll summon this back. We're trying our darndest out here, chat. We're hoping we can make our way through. But when they stop us from Ixie summoning every single turn, my only real hope is that we make it to main phase 1 and we can activate this. And then even if they bounce us, we wipe the field first. No, now they can just activate that during the standby and blow it up. Black layer. Yep, get this. That's not useful. And they did it in the draw phase. And then because they got the field, they get to pop a card. And then because of this, they get to pop a card. And then they get to reset Arius. And then they get to resummon that. And they get to bounce another thing. We tried our hardest. Does this actually work against Dracotail is the question. Like, if Dracotail goes first, what do you do? It's meant to fight Dracotail, I feel like, but I feel like it wouldn't be able to most of the time. Red reboot, yeah. Dracotail confuse on your turn. Up, and there's our 1 extender. Yep, and they can stop us from Ixie summoning, so we really have nothing else we can do. Everything else in our extra deck is an Ixie. Even if we could link some, like we could get out 4 monsters, like what would that do? They just have so many traps. They're doing this all in the draw phase. Yeah, so if you're wondering why we're ranking down, you know, this is like the 3rd or 4th time we've been in this situation, and this is the best we've done. Unfortunately, we just cannot beat this, like, trap-based deck if we go second. And we've always gone second against them. Okay, we're not bricked. Okay, yeah, you know what, we'll do this chain link 1. We'll do this chain link 2. Select Maxi. So that's negated. We're going to discard the Moonlit Chill. Then we're going to normal summon this. Activate the effect. Send this. Summon Alphen. Tribute. We at least got one more Magnus. If this is our final duel, we have summoned it one more time. Magnus, King of the Computer. King of Jankmas, perhaps. End our turn. Heavy polymerization. Uh-oh. I might be in danger, chat. Towers versus towers. Who is the stronger tower? Unaffected except for Lunalight. Yep. And they opened with the heavy. I can't shuffle them back, chat. Welp. This was bound to happen. What does this do? If this card is normal, you can add one Lunalight from your deck to your hand. Then discard one card. Okay. But you can't do that. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna die anyway. I might as well die with my clown shoes on. Back into the deck with you. We'll get the last Alphen out. Foolish burial goods. Fuck. Perfume! Oh, you don't have a card to discard. Do you think that'll do something? Or you just want that in the grave? They think they just want that in the graveyard. Okay. Sure. Add one to the Magnope counter. And then trigger every effect possible. I'm not quite done yet. We will return Magnus and this to the extra deck. To the deck. Oh, and a red layer. We need one of those. We're recycling, baby! And then red layer will activate. We'll get the black layer on board. Unlike you, my monster floats. And then Magnus gets me Mech Beast, Mech Beast, Mech Beast! All the Zords return! You shall not be OTKing me this day. Now, there is only one thing that can beat us at this point, or one thing that can beat them, chat. And I'm not sure if they're smart about it. If they're smart about it, it's not going to be a problem for them. To destroy all special summoned monsters. Gotcha. So we banish these two. We put this back. We're going to activate Lusterex to attach a monster from our field. So we get the black layer. And then we will use the Magna Carrier. We're doing it again! 1, 2, a 3. They will use it to destroy. I actually don't know how this resolves. It still resolves, baby! Magnus arrives! Then we get this effect. One material. It is very effective. We will add the sudden incursion. Then we will activate the sudden incursion and use the final effect. Come forth, my Magna Sword! They may be big, but we can be bigger! 4,800! Go forth, Magnus! Attack over the Lunalight! Cast off the sword! Oh, they can negate that. Damn. I wanted to be able to attack again. It would be really cool, Chad. Do like a big attack or whatever. Let's go ahead. Use the emergency teleport. Get blue. Blue effect. Get Zaytan. Card is normal or special summon. Add. If a Lunalight, this can only be used. Okay, so we want this in the graveyard, so they just have no resources, right? So we summon this. Change the level, no. Activate. In this case, we're going to send green. Green, special summon, black from the deck. We're going to green, chain link 1, try to draw into a hand trap. black Chain Link 2. Is it better just to get Lusterex, just to have a negate? Yeah, probably. Instead of popping at, we'll just do this. That might be enough. Oh, we can Zeus. The Zeus caboose is on the loose. I have another mech you might have heard of. Goodbye, blue layer. Okay, we've got a Zeus, we've got a negate, and we've got an Ash. Surely this can win us. Please, 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 please. Banish this, discard one, summon one from your deck. Ash says no. The green layer, the one everyone told me was useless. Its draw effect is what saved us this day. And they will surrender to Dr. Man. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, are they? Yeah, they're just surrendering. They're like, please, end me. Wow, what a back and forth battle. Even if we didn't quite make it all the way into Diamond, especially Master, I think this, this reminds me of the spirit of Jankmas. Just two big chunguses battling it out and somehow finding a way to win. Kudos to my opponent. Kudos to everyone watching. Kudos to Super Quants in general. And with that, ladies and non-ladies, we bring this episode to a close. In the end, we made it as high as Platinum 1, but more importantly, we had a lot of fun along the way. It's kind of weird. I've been doing this show for 3 years now, and while it's always been framed as a series about testing our competitive skills, I'm coming to realize more and more that the rank we achieve is less important than how good of a time we had. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it is fun to win. I like playing really strong decks, but winning isn't everything. I had a really enjoyable run this month, learning a new deck, playing against archetypes that I rarely see while down in the lower ranks, and perhaps most importantly, just talking with Chad about Power Rangers and Super Sentai. It might just be the holiday sentimentality kicking in, but I realize now that it's the community that I enjoy most about Yu-Gi-Oh! The simple fun of playing card games with your friends. As long as I get a chance to do that, I'm gonna be happy. And a high rank is just a bonus on top of that. Regardless, now that it's both the end of the month and the end of this episode, let's take a moment to look back over our statistics for December 2025. I ended up playing 88 duels with Super Quant and made it from Bronze 5 to Platinum 1. We won 62 of those duels and lost 26, which gives this deck an overall win rate around 70%. I went through 4 builds this month before settling on the version behind me, which contains 16 common cards, 16 super rare cards, and 23 ultra rare cards. I spent just 5,000 gems on this month's deck, which would cost about $71 if you bought them all at the store at the standard price. Finally, all of this would not have been possible without 432 awesome patrons who help support the channel this month. 24 of those patrons donated $25 or more, so I'd like to take a moment to thank them personally. Their names are Chris, Resident RDA Enjoyer, Cat Monarch, Shadow 1317, Chris W, Gravy, Tealbeard, Dancing Joker, MBT Yu-Gi-Oh, Emperor Lelouch, Davon Crushin, Default Titan 97, Clockswork, Uber Super Sloth, JJ Squirtle, Sanguine Strawberry, Barbarians Are Us, Giano XG, Guy Nathaniel the Agron Overlord, Wildcard Jr. Patu, Maximum C, It's Katsu, Boo-Hoo Bundy, LK Sun, and Wasted Brawler. If you'd like to join them, there's a Patreon link down in the description. $1 gets you on my Discord, $25 gets your name in the credits like those fine people, and for $10 you can get a special role that lets you vote on what deck I play next. Speaking of which, next time on Ladder Climb, we're going into trap control mode as I try to become the man with the mark. If you'd like to see me attempt this in real time, you can follow me over at twitch.tv/hardleggaming, where I stream most of my duels. Otherwise, until next time, good luck, have fun, and Merry Jankmas.